previously on A House Divided, the party minus Regulus made their way back to the Shadewood version of the Raventree estate. To try and gain free travel by Vostalas, he wanted them to go and get some shadow crystals to repair and bind the planar portals between the realms. Some of these have now been stolen from the Shadewood version of the house from Vaxilus. The party visited Timnus, who thinks that the bindings that are keeping him here for blood fonts, and if they are dealt with, the party may be able to move to the Fey realm freely with his help. The party then went hunting shadow beasts, killing one for another crystal. They then started to find the blood fonts and began dealing with them one by one. On finding the last one, they found a bloody figure within the font itself, and it turned out to be Regulus. Okay, everyone, so this is where we pick up. You guys have finally made your way to the fourth of these fonts after dealing with the last of them. And yeah, there is literally this bloody figure, literally covered in head to toe in blood, literally standing in the font in front of you. And we'll be picking up there in moments. But Regulus, from your point of view, you were in a void, blackness for a fair while. Again, it felt like the first time you went through the portals where you felt like you were trapped in nothingness. Time was not passing, but you could definitely see a glimmer of a glow of a light ahead in the distance, and then a different purple glow off in another distance, but you didn't feel like you could pull yourself towards either of these. And then further off, a smaller, more vibrant coloured light, like a star off in the distance. Strongly lit, but so far off, so far away. And as you kind of been staring at these sort of voids for a while, you felt yourself pulled towards the purple light and found yourself moments ago drowning in blood would be the best way, as you've popped up to the surface and you're breathing hard. And yes, the group are in front of you as you guys are here in this space as this is going on.
Where have you all been?
That's a better question for you. Why do you keep disappearing? Do you not know how to go through a portal correctly?
Why does this keep happening to me?
Well, you all right? Is any of that blood yours? Are you injured?
Check myself over.
No, you seem pretty good. In fact, feel pretty strong in this blood right now. Feel very alive.
Oh. Yeah, I'm not a vampire. Everybody. Anyway, every time we go through a portal, I go somewhere else, and we got to stop doing this. It's got to be something to do with the fact that I'm a Corvinaris. That's the only explanation. Because none of you are, I am. It keeps happening.
Well, yes, that must be the explanation. I can't think of no other.
Exactly. Bob, note that down.
Yeah, I'm on it. I'm still taking notes.
Well, you'll be
others
happy.
had other ideas earlier, but and he just carries on writing.
You'll be happy to know that
really?
we're trying to circumvent having to make deals with Vostalas again. Perhaps the method that we are working towards now will be more agreeable to your travel.
Sure. Let's just... What's he want this time?
Shadow crystals. We got a few. We're in this maze to get some more. We got to hunt beasts apparently, and once we kill them, we'll get some shadow crystals out of them.
I thought we were now working for Tumnus to...
Yeah, I think we are sort of pursuing two goals here. One of which was gathering the shadow crystals for our good friends Vostalas, and then the other was destroying these blood fonts for that wretched little creature named Mr. Timnus.
Timnus believes that these blood fonts are what's anchoring him here to this version of the house. Now that he has his sight back, though. If these were to stop working, he believes he could open a way back towards the Fey version of the house, and it could stay open. We could travel between it as we wished.
Why don't we just keep giving him memories? No, we could just travel on memory.
Exactly, Mr. Regulus. That is exactly what I thought as well.
Or maybe I can work out a different deal with him.
I haven't lived a long enough life to have that many memories to give up to him, I don't think.
And mine are much too precious to give him any more than are absolutely required. And plus, once you remove yourself from that font, we will be finished doing the work for Timnus. It will be up to him to open the way through. So we are already 3/4 done.
Regis is just walking around still in it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the font is basically the blood seems to be glowing and bubbling slightly as this is going on. But it's you feel pretty vital and happy and definitely alive. Much better than being in the void that you were in previous.
As I'm walking around it, I'm sort of doing a loop. But as I got my back to everyone, can I taste the blood?
Yeah, absolutely you can. Yeah, absolutely. It's very
It doesn't quench my thirst or anything, does it?
No, it tastes very irony.
Okay.
But you would say that it tasted good.
I see.
Does it feel like a sleight of hand to our perception? Because we're looking right at him.
Yeah, I'm sort of brushing stuff out, blood off my face, and just
and then suddenly one of your fingers is completely clean.
Yeah, and I'm just underneath
you can make a sleight of hand, hand check to see if it gets noticed.
Espen's most definitely paying attention to this.
Yeah, it's your passive. Yeah, so let's see
how he
let's see
how. All right, try that.
I'm not allowed to roll against it, so I guess I don't see it.
No, you aren't actively. You wouldn't have been actively checking for him in the moment, so I'm going to say it's your passive. But as this is going on, you haven't spotted that, but it tastes good, Reg, when as that's going on.
Get out of the fountain so I can clean you up, because we can't have you walking around looking like that.
Oh, yeah, sure. Could you just give me some space so I can?
I step back to allow him to get out. Plus, we need others to move up to allow the font to be destroyed. So.
Okay. Yeah. I'm just gonna try and take a scoop in my whatever I got, the tankard water pouch.
Mona is also doing this because she's been doing that the entire time, and she wants one when the thing is active, not just.
Okay. Yeah. So unlike before, you're taking a vial, the equivalent of.
Yeah. So I've got
but
3,
while it's active this time.
Yeah, I've got 3 when it was dispelled and 1 when it was not.
Yep. Yeah, that makes sense. And Regulus, you're doing.
I want to drop my water skin in it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can definitely do that.
And then you're no, and I just.
We have to notice that. None of us are that stupid.
No, you see that happening. Absolutely, but he just picks up his
deception check
on that one. Well, you definitely could, but in this particular case, I think as a thing, we'll see how it goes.
Pretty high considering I rolled a bloody.
The words that came out of his mouth were vastly more important.
Is this perception or insight?
It's go insight. You can go insight if you want.
I'd like to.
How dare you all judge me?
To be fair, we have
roll
watched.
For you all, and someone has.
I would notice it, but I will not judge you at all. I drank from it last week as well.
Yeah,
I have no judgment at all.
His wording is vastly better than that. As this is all going on that front, but you guys definitely do see Mona do her thing, as she's not been hiding it at any point.
Corking.
At this point, is to be expected.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
As soon as
this is still
he gets out, I'll
going.
prestidigitate him as soon as he's out of the fountain.
Oh, thank you. I didn't enjoy being covered in that. Is mind link still up?
Oh yeah, it's always up. As soon as I see you, it comes up.
Mona, get a load of that stuff. It makes me feel great. It makes me feel really strong, and powerful. Try some.
I'll try
A
some
swig.
another time. Not right.
Your loss.
I've got a vial. I can do it anytime.
So yeah, what do you guys want to do now? You're outside of the font. He has been cleaned up. The blood is still there in the font. Are you going to just destroy this one, or are you spending resources to dispel it, or what's left?
I don't think I have
scheme?
the resources. Sorry, I just got booted out.
I think Cordelia was the only one that had a 3rd level left, right?
I have 1 3rd level left.
Yeah, because I think I used all my dispels up.
We also not just destroy it with by physical means.
We don't know if that.
We don't know.
We've been doing both.
Works.
We've been successfully dispelling it, and then we've been destroying it. And also, if there are any bubbling left in it, we've been reaching in and grabbing these little tiny things.
They're
Yes,
marbles.
correct. Yeah, you have been. You've been finding little beads in the when the ones that are bubbling.
So there should be one in this one. There shouldn't then.
Yes, in theory, yes, yeah. You should have 2 in total if that is the answer from the 4 fonts. There's supposed to be 2 bubbling. So for flavour, I'm making the last one the second one that's bubbling. If that makes sense.
I would have got Bob to asked politely if Bob would have bobbed for apples.
Oh, of course. Well, yeah, but Bob would begrudgingly not have a problem with jumping in the blood.
Cool.
He would be
Bob's
absolutely fine.
favorite-
Probably doing backstroke in there for a few moments.
Bob's favorite pastime is bobbing in blood.
Amazing.
He is completely at home.
Regulus and Mona, not Mona, Regulus and Astra would probably see like Varya reach into her like pack and actually pull out like a vial as if she was gonna go get a sample, and then Espen just puts a hand on her shoulder and gives her a very stern shake of a head, and she looks a little dejected and kind of puts it back.
Oh,
you don't need all the knowledge. You can just know enough that that's not a good idea.
But is knowledge not power?
Use of knowledge is power.
Really? I just say power is power, to be honest.
Also, power is also power. You're right. And also, money is power. There's a lot of things that are power.
Power can be interpreted in many ways depending on the context.
Some people even say friendship is power, but
friendship is magic.
And magic is
but
power.
Magic is power.
So magic is power.
Property.
If we've connected the dots, everything's connected.
I always thought the magic was the gathering.
Oh,
what is the gathering other than friendship, of course?
Did I make Jess do a mistake?
This is a philosophical discussion that I feel we could have all night. I suggest we have that discussion the next time we have a rest.
Yeah, it's our after dark story for tonight. When we ended up in that one. But yes, so yeah, Cordelia, I guess it's going to be on you. Are you going to try and dispel, and then they're going to do the breaking?
I have 1/3 slot left, and I guess I need to roll with a 3rd.
Yes, you do. Yeah, you need to roll.
Okay.
And we've got I think
You
we
want
agreed it was above a 12. I think was the answer.
I didn't need it.
Well, yep. No, you were with a 17. You are all good as this is going on. As the bright, vibrant blood begins to dull in the moments as this goes on. And Mona, I assume you do the honors of what you've been doing previously, where you've been breaking the font down, and it breaks without issue. You spilling the blood out amongst the grounds here without any problems. No easy way to hide that these have been destroyed, but they are no more.
Oh, that's a waste. Anyway, I guess we go onwards. Start walking, but then I realize I don't know where we are or what we're doing.
Yeah, you appear to be in a maze.
So I walk ahead of people
hedgerows
and then stand to the side.
Fair enough. Yeah. You walk out into the hedgerows of the dark maze that is, and you realise you have no idea where you're heading. The rest of you, you came in from the north, but you also do know that there is a route off to the west that you spotted on coming into the font space. So either or will be acceptable, if that makes sense. You can move
Did we
as you see fit.
confirm how many there was that needed to be dealt with?
I think
Right.
Tim just said 4.
Yeah.
There was definitely 4 fonts that you were aware of as well. You were also, I'll give you that you're aware that the crystals wise, you were after 6 crystals in theory. You have currently 4 of them, if that makes sense. So you had 3 you stole, and 1 that you've killed a beast for. So you're moving in the right direction. You can either make your way to the groundskeeper or continue in other ways.
Kill some beasts to have a contingency plan, because I don't know why we're just trusting this fey creature that is bound here by 4 blood fonts. Seems
Thank you,
to be
Mona.
just as bad as the devil option.
I
I've
would
been thinking the
disagree.
same.
He is an indentured servant that has been held captive and has only been working out of a sense of homesickness, as opposed to a devil.
I mean,
Sounds very racist
fays
of you.
are tricksy and liars. So
And devils are known to be incredibly trustworthy and have no ulterior motives whatsoever.
devils,
despite their
be-
flaws,
yeah.
they do operate by certain laws. They do operate by certain rules and principles.
As long
Yeah,
as you
you
get
don't trust
down
the-
the specifics, they're fine.
Right. Get out the specifics, read the fine print, get it
Read the
notarized.
fine
and-
print.
Aside from Varya, I think we all know the dangers of the Fae pretty well. Varya would know best. But Timnis has never given us reason not to trust him. I don't know why you're all suspicious now.
Neither has Vostalas, to be honest.
It's
He's
because he
actually quite
hasn't
used
given
to
us
it.
any reason. That's why.
What do you mean hasn't
He
given-
hasn't been suspicious in any way, which is extremely suspicious.
Actually, to be fair, he's always done exactly what he's asked.
Exactly.
Vostalas just took a few memories from us, but he's
He was up front.
done-
He said, "I'll get your memories. You can go where you want." So, and that's what happened. Do you remember what memory you give him? No. Who cares? It's gone.
Espen's just pinching the bridge of his nose.
Trying to work through it.
Oh no, doesn't have to work through it. He knows exactly where he stands. He's just so frustrated with everyone else.
Fair enough.
As he's been defeated by logic.
Mona, you can you lead us to where you think we should be? There's another structure around here, another a temple or shrine or something. Do you think one of those creatures might be there? If we are set on getting more of these crystals from them.
Shall I confirm with Mr. Tumnus if what we've just done is done the job first?
Good idea. We instead of going back at him being like, "No, off you go again." So, yeah, so it might be a good idea.
Cordelia will, with one hand, touch her temple and close her eyes, and then very grandiose gesture with the other arm into the air. And she will use sorcery points to cast Sending.
Excellent.
Fountains have been dealt with, darling. Are you feeling any different? Are we done?
Yeah, I think so. I can feel things are different here. Yes, I think I am free. Although he will know fairly swiftly, we may have to move fairly quickly. There's a shrine within the maze. I will start making my way there. You'll find it in the east end of the maze, the grounds. I'll see you there. I'll be there as quickly as I can.
Okay, great, good news. What we've done seems to have worked. we need to head east to a shrine in the maze. Mr. Tumnus is going to meet us there, but we should act swiftly as what we may have done is certainly gone, well, not unnoticed.
A shrine, you say? Well, that is very interesting. Now, who is up to get ritually sacrificed? By a fey creature. Not by me. Sorry if that wasn't clear.
I am done sacrificing for travel. If that is Timnus's way, then we will address it there. But until then, it sounds like we must go quickly.
Yes, he did emphasize haste. And if sacrifice is necessary, it's good we have a couple of expendables with us. And she'll start moving.
Well played.
She'll follow quickly behind and be like, which ones are the expendables? Like, quite nervously.
Espen will just say,
Like
Varia, stay close to me.
Yes, Varia is
As
correct.
Bob is like whispering something in Milton's ear. He'll say, "Yes, of course, you're the expendable one. Who else do you think they mean?"
Right, sorry. As you guys make your way out, Cordelia and Regulus, unfortunately, you are the ones that will be.
Oh,
Yeah, no, you can't move in the moment because this is how you guys have started moving.
Can the two squishy ones stop moving without the tank, please?
Oh, he said head east.
Cordelia knew. It looked like she knew where she was going. She had purpose.
No, I'm just wandering off.
Fair enough, fair
instant
enough.
regret. I hate it.
Oh my god!
I'm gonna die.
As you
What is
guys
it?
make your way out into the space, there is a shadow of a creature looming. Has probably been on your scent, trying to pick you guys up. So we're going to have to roll in some initiative here and deal with this beastie as this is all going on. One second.
Good. Yes, good. Yes.
Oh no!
Oh,
I'm already injured,
middling.
gang.
Yeah,
Bob doesn't
same.
need to roll for his own initiative, doesn't he?
Bob does not, does he? No, I'll take him out on that one.
Great
anyone-
Shadowmoor.
Oh god, that's a great name. Does anyone remember how to change the settings so that I get advantage and disadvantage rolls? 'Cause
When
I'm
you
only
click
getting one dice.
when you click the D20 in the what do you call it in the encounter not started thing, it made option to toggle it.
Yeah, it gave me a
Where is it? Sorry.
One second. So
If you-
Cordelia, Drew. So your one for some reason doesn't
Yeah, it
doesn't
does
roll
not
properly, does it? So
want
if you
to
just
roll.
roll your dex and then give me the number that it would come out at, and I'll update the tracker.
Yeah, 2. That makes sense.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. Let's update that combatant to that.
Oh, I'm gonna die.
That's okay, because Regis is just gonna run away.
Yep.
Yeah, fair enough.
I
Right,
might even
first things
push
first, then.
Cordelia.
We need to. So for you, Jess, I think if you go to your configure settings, you need to find ready set roll under the set, and I believe if you go in there, you're looking for always roll. Always roll 2 dice somewhere in here. One second.
Always roll multiple
Where?
dice. There we go.
Yeah, it should be always roll multiple dice and just tick that. And I think
Okay.
if you roll again, you should find that everything's forget about for your initiative. But if you try rolling for an attack or something, I think you'll find that both will occur in the moment as you go for that. That looks
Yeah, there
more
we
like
go.
it, doesn't it?
2 dice.
Right.
That's what I like.
Okay.
Okay,
First thing first, let's change this music up because I do not think we're going to be
It's so
be
calming,
dealing with it.
James.
Something.
Yeah,
Yeah, we don't need as calming right now. I think.
We all rolled fantastic for initiative. Good job, guys.
Okay, so yeah, as all this is going on, this thing is sort of sniffing and scenting you guys out as this is going on. And Regulus and Cordelia, you come face to face with it first, and beginning the combat. We're going to end up being with Regulus first here in the moment as this is going on.
Okay, so Regulus will throw a dagger.
Oh wow, yeah. Well, yeah. I think that definitely, definitely will hit on that front. On that one.
I don't get sneak attack.
No, not in this case. But yeah, it whirls round on you as you stab it in the moment.
Oh, noticing this, I will run away.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Oh, James, if you get people come from this direction, I'm going to be so.
Oh, there are big beasts in this maze, by the way. You have not seen them.
Well, we shall see. We shall see. We shall see. Anything else on Reg's turn? Sorry, yeah.
Actually, I can't move backwards, but I'm going to go walk this way and hide in the bush, if that's okay.
Okay. Yep. Fair enough. No worries.
Roll stealth. Yeah, that tracks. I'm literally like on the corner, so I think I'm like just standing in plain sight.
Yep. Fair enough. That makes complete sense as this is going on. That brings us to its turn. As no surprises, it will be chasing down the one that stabbed it in the moment as this is going on. And it will attempt to attack you, I think, on that front. Let's see, what does it do? Right, one bite attack and one tail attack. So incoming with the first one. Let's see how that's going to do. I'm assuming a 12 will miss on that
that's
front.
okay, yeah. For God's sake.
And that one, and then the tail attack incoming as the second.
Well, I'll uncanny dodge that one, I guess.
That makes perfect sense. So yeah, as Cordelia, you just watched Regulus run off. This shadow thing has just followed him, and he's just taking swipes, but he's sort of like dodging out of the way as all this is going on in the moment.
She just does a bit of a...
Yeah, this huge beast is in front of him at the moment. Bringing us
that would have been enough to kill me in one shot.
Mona, round to you.
It did roll 2 12s and an 8 in that roll, to be fair.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah. Excuse me, Cordelia. Oh, let me get back here. Okay. So she'll activate her. Oh, right. Of the Dawns. That's a lot of damage to take from myself. Fist attack.
Oh, another crit. Oh, look at
that. So
There's some smites on it.
I don't have smites. Is it undead?
1 second. It is not undead, no.
Okay, so it's just 2d6 damage? Oh, that was a terrible crit. Okay, that's fine.
22, I'm sure that's going to be fine.
Yep. And then 3 more radiant damage.
And 3 more on top, okay.
And then she'll say her prayers, I guess, and hope that she doesn't die.
Yep, fair enough. Yeah, as you've taken these big whacks at this thing, and this is all going on. Yeah, it's definitely aware of your presence, shall we say, at this point as this is going on. Right, Faria, she is at the back, so she's got to do a fair bit of running. So she's unfortunately going to have to double run to get into the space, and she's just like, yeah, not getting too close to this thing right now, but she's going to be preparing herself for the next round.
Faria, what are you doing? She just runs past me.
Yeah, she just not even a moment's hesitation on that one. Bringing us to Milton and Bob, I guess.
Yes. So, well, first Bob will go invisible and fly up.
No problem. I'll have him fly over there.
And then Milton will start moving. Get a little bit of better look. What's the creature? Is it this thing?
No, it's not directly in front of you on that one. You cannot see it from where you currently are standing.
That's
you
mean.
can see it now.
This thing. Okay, I can get to there. I will take my little cane, aim it at this thing, and I will cast Eldritch Blast twice.
Okay. Remember to target if you can.
Actually, will I? Yeah, for now I will. Although, yeah, I will. Eldritch Blast twice. Once.
Okay, definitely hit with the first. And you definitely hit with the second there. Okay, nice job. Anything else on Milton's turn?
Yeah, I'm having a look. Ooh. I should have cast Hex on this thing before.
Oh well, live and learn. It'll come back.
Yeah, no, this was... actually, I'll cast Hex on it now, just because I can.
No problem.
First level slots. Last spell. There. It has Hex
officially
on it now.
hexed. Okay, no problem. Bringing us to Espen. Your acolyte has run off in front of you. Yeah, you heard a commotion, but not seen much, but barring a shadow pass by the hedges moments ago.
All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. I will run up to Mona, and as I get to her, I will touch her shoulder and just say, "May Lathander's light protect you!" And I will cast Protection from Good and Evil on you.
Okay, pretty good, pretty good. Thanks.
And then let's see, 1, 2, 3. I think I can move back to here, and I have my shield at the ready, and I am casting a nervous glance back at Varia, and then back at the creature. But that's what I can do, so that's it for me.
Yeah, you see that she's kind of like reaching into a pouch. You think she's trying to grab bits to be ready to help and heal where she can, if that makes sense, from her little stocks.
Yep. So I'll say, remember your training, remember your faith.
Yeah, she's nodding, but yeah, she's focused in the moment on that one. Bringing us round to Astra's turn.
See, I'm gonna pull out my rapier and kind of just follow the loud noises of where everyone is. Let me see what I'm doing. Where am I going? Am I going the right way?
Yeah, you definitely know they're around the corner, and yeah, you've.
Oh yeah, there we go. And then here, and then. Oh Jesus, wept. That is fucking massive. Okie dokie.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It was pretty loud.
Yeah, I just
and now
like
you're seeing it. Yes.
It's like I stop to tie my shoelace. I come around and go, "What is it?" And I go, "Oh God!" And I will. How many bardic inspirations do I have left? This is a really good question. Because I want to give those out. I have. Okay, I'm going to turn to Cordelia and give her a pat on the shoulder and go, yeah, I think you've got this, haven't you? And you have your bardic inspiration, and I'm gonna do an Arcana check to know what it is and see if there's any weaknesses or anything for this weird thing.
Yeah, absolutely. You can make an Arcana check if you wish on that one.
Cool.
Gotta be good.
Sure. 17?
17. I mean, you think it must be of a similar thing to the like the Shadow Tusk that you've seen before, but just a much larger, different beast. But yeah, you're not getting much more than that in the interim with the 17, if that makes sense.
Okay. Do I think it's more of a threat than the last one though? Because the other one, like,
100%, you feel
bodied
that
me.
it's more of a
Okay.
threat. Yeah, on that front, that is definitely true. Bringing us down to Cordelia's turn.
Question:
Mm-hmm.
Is this gentleman with the scythe meant to be here?
That is the body of the scarecrow, I guess, the remnants of where he was originally on that
Okay.
front. So no, it's not. He's not technically
Not
here. So
another
you're
problem.
Not something
you're
to worry
okay.
about.
Good eye though, because I did not
Not-
see him at all.
No, and that says it all for me on that one, as I couldn't spot him on the map either. So well done.
She's just gonna shake her hands and be like, no, not today. She'll go 5.
Cordelia, save me.
Yeah, she plans to, don't worry. She's gonna go over here. And then she's gonna cast Vortex Warp on Regulus.
Oh, interesting.
Consume spell slot, yes. So he will vanish from that space and appear just here.
Okay, like a flock of. How did you describe it before? Like a dark shadows that moved across the map, wasn't it? Something along those lines. As you disappear from one point, Regulus, appearing near Cordelia moments later. Okay, anything else on Cordelia's turn?
That will be everything.
No problem. Bringing us to Regulus. You feel a little safer where you are, but it is now your turn.
So Regulus is going to just first of all thank Cordelia for her help, and then he'll shout, "Espen, it's evil! Kill it! Attack its Mori bit! It looks squishy." And that's the help action, and then I'm going to run over here and hide as an action.
Fair enough. Hide as an action. Okay, no problem. See how you're going to do this time.
26.
Yeah, as he melts away into the into the forestry after yelling that out.
I did want to try
no
and run
problem.
towards the tree, but it is a scary looking tree. I don't trust it. So
Yeah, it's now a scary burnt looking tree, so it's even better on that.
I don't trust it.
Fair enough. Bringing us back to the Shadowmoor. So yeah, it's taken these hits off of everybody. It's sort of rears back, looking around at you all, and just lets out this horrible, deafening roar. I'm going to need a Constitution save from everyone. As this is going on.
Yay!
Oh, but I'm so far away.
I know. Not 90 feet away, though, I believe.
Oh.
Oh shit, do I get a bonus to this because of Paladin? Is that a thing?
I
6th
don't know.
level, yes.
No, then, okay, then it's not.
Do I get a bonus to this because I want it?
James, is this a fear effect because I'm already scared, so I don't think it matters?
On this one, 1 second. It's basically just a con save for thunder damage. So yeah, it's not quite. It's literally going to be letting out a roar. That's gonna be a thing. So anyone that didn't make a DC of 16, you're going to be taking the full damage here,
Everyone.
which is
Oh my god!
I should have used my bardic inspiration.
What how did Varia do?
Oh yeah, we need to know how Varia did as well. Thank you.
She's the only one
Save.
that saves.
Let's see how she does.
Yes,
of course.
She does save, so she will take half the damage here
Bob
as this is
save?
going on.
Yeah,
What
right.
does
So
Bob
let's see.
save?
Bob just explodes.
MVP, Bob.
MVP Bob. I don't think. Well, let's see how much damage I'm dealing with here. Let's have a look first of all on that front. On that one. Okay, so not as bad as it could be, but I don't think Bob can survive. He could
if
survive.
he makes a save, he survives. He has 10 HP.
Oh,
Let's have a
Okay.
look. See how Bob's going to do in the moment.
Hey!
Yes, Bob.
What a legend.
So that's
Bob lives.
Bob will live in the moment as this is all going on. But yeah, so you you take your damage, halving as needed as this is going on.
Oh,
As it
can I
roars.
any dodge there? I can, can't I?
Can't remember. But yeah,
It's got to be a physical attack.
Is it?
I
I don't
remember.
know.
Honestly, with a
I'll
rogue.
have a look.
It's
Have a
either
look
that
and
or
see,
a dex
see what you
save,
do.
I take. And
Yeah,
I
could
don't
be.
know. If
No, evasion's dex save.
No, I'm
that
so
was
low.
what I was thinking.
I'm so low.
Uncanny dodge.
Okay.
Oh no, I think it might just be something that attacks your AC.
Hits you with an attack, you can use your reaction to halve the
Yeah,
attack
so
damage.
It's not an attack.
Oh, my screen's a weird color because of this stat. Oh no.
Oh, because you're taking damage.
We're
Okay.
doing
this again.
Anyway, so this thing is reared back and is roaring. It's going to move amongst everybody to get itself in a better position for things as this is all going on. But that will bring us to Mona's turn.
Okay. I am going to, first off, as a bonus action, I'm going to Blood Curse of the Marked, and I'm going to amplify it to give myself advantage. So I'm going to take 5 more damage.
Okay.
So I get advantage on my first attack. Okay. Oh, well, that was useful.
Oh man, okay. No, remember to
Did you?
target as well with a T.
Oh, yeah.
That's okay. But no, you swing after that loud roar. You swing wide as you don't quite make it in the moment.
Fine. Second attack. Oh, 17.
17 just hits. Yes, you're in the right ballpark there.
I don't know if that is that curse only the first attack. Oh no, whenever I hit an attack with the Crimson Right. Okay, so no, it is that one. So 1d6 curse damage, and then 1d6 radiant damage.
1 second, I'm just going to turn you down a fraction. Just a little too loud for me. Right, okay. So yeah, an extra bit on top as well. Noted. Okay, cool. Any more from Mona?
Nope, that's it.
Okay, coming round to our acolyte here, Varia. Who's looking worse for wear in the moment? I suppose Astra nearby would be something that this acolyte would be aware of in the moment.
And me.
Yes, yeah, but you were a bit closer to that monster, so she'll pick and choose her moments as this is going on. She will run up to Astra here, and we'll be doing a little bit of healing here with a Cure Wounds. Let's see how this is going to play out. And you're going to get 7 back, Astra, as this is all going on.
Thank you.
And did we roll for her? We didn't roll for her. How she did during that whole raw business as well.
Yeah, we did. She saved.
Yeah, she
She
saved.
saved.
Yeah.
That's right.
But if you want to kill her off,
I haven't done that. I haven't done the damage. That's why.
Oh,
So, yeah, she's
our
taken a bit.
sacrifice.
She's not sacrificed in this situation. Brilliant. Okay, that is all done, Milton. It is round to you. This thing is directly in front of you all. It is all going on.
Yeah. So Bob invisibly will give the help action.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will take my my rapier part out of my sword cane and start hacking away at this thing.
Ah, most elegant weapon.
Yes, my reskinned rapier.
I like it.
I will start hacking away at it. If I can find my thing. 19.
Okay,
I will
yeah.
add Divine Smite on top of this as well.
Cool.
Yeah, let's do a second level. Consume spell slot, yes.
Beefy. Nice. Yeah.
So 16 plus hex. Do not
You have to re-roll the hex die, I guess.
Yeah.
5. No, not
Or
not
another
shabby at
5.
all. Okay. Bringing us to the rest of your... Anything else? Yeah. Okay, no problem. Espen, around to you.
First and foremost, I have to roll concentration on protection from good and evil.
Right, yes, okay. From the damage before. Fair enough.
Just need 10.
Think
That'll
you're
do
gonna
it.
be good with a
Mona, you're still protected from good and evil. Espen will take the hit, stumble back a little bit, and then turn back, grasp his holy symbol, and then raise his hand above his head, and he will grip onto a mace made of light, and then bash it down on this thing, because he's casting spiritual weapon.
Okay, spiritual weapon.
And James, that would be at advantage because I have the help action.
Very nice. Very nice. Okay.
So, I would like to put
That's
spiritual weapon right here, I guess.
Yep. Let me grab you a tile for that. 1 second. Let's,
Is it bloodied already, James, or not at all?
What's it looks like it's taking some damage. It's definitely taking some damage on that front. What level spell is spiritual weapon?
Level 2.
Level 2. Thank you. So that's going to be in here somewhere. There we go. And I'm going to. Oh, there's lightsabers and everything in here, but we'll go for a golden mace to represent it for now.
Yep, that's what I said. And then I wanted it right here.
No problem. Yeah. So this has come wailing in, and it's doing its thing as this is all going on. Anything else on Espen's turn?
Yes. As he does that, he wails down on this thing, and then he lets it go, and the mace stays swinging next to Milton, and Espen will use his action, because that's a bonus action cast, to disengage. He's just gonna go to there, though, because he wants to stay close enough in case anybody needs anything. But that would be the end of his turn.
No problem. Bringing us to Astra's turn.
She's already 19. I'm gonna try Dissonant Whispers on it, I think.
Oh, okay.
I'll give that a go.
Remember to target if you can. Thank you.
Oh, yes.
Did targeting with spiritual weapon do anything, or no?
I didn't see anything, but yeah, it's just nice to know that the view is being followed, if that makes sense. So it's in combat rounds, it's checking what you're attacking and trying to give the best view. So it all helps. It all helps.
Beefy.
Okay, it is going to try and do a wisdom save against it. Okay, let's have a look on that one. I've done an Astra. That's not
I'm
the one.
wise enough to save for myself.
You're wise enough to save yourself on that one. Let's do the actual creature this time. Let's see how it's going to do. It's either really good or really bad. And it looks like it is a 7 on that one. And it is... I think it will be taking this. Yeah, okay. There we go. Well done. Yeah, as you see, it sort of roars back with all of this is going on as it's definitely being wailed on from many sides. This is happening. Anything else from Cordelia?
It has to use its reaction to get away from me now, unless it's used it already, which means
1 second.
will have moves opportunity against it.
No, it's force movement.
No, this doesn't count as force movement because it uses its reaction to do so. That's why this makes the spell really good.
Yeah.
No, you're still forcing it to use its reaction to move.
Yeah, I've kind of.
Hang on.
It doesn't sound quite right, but yeah, well, let's say.
It says it uses its reaction, so like the way it's written makes it is technically force, but the way it's written makes it sound like it's using a reaction rather than.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sold, but yeah, let's. It certainly will have to move away. It's
Jeremy Crawford says the movement in Dissonant Whispers can provoke opportunity attacks since it uses its reaction.
Okay, well there we go. We'll go with that. Move it on that one. So this is moving away.
Why is it come over to me?
It's going away.
It ran to the squishies. Have fun, Cordelia.
We're friends.
Yeah, Cordelia, we're out the way over here. Let's come over here.
So we get our attacks.
You definitely do. From what that's just been read. So 23 for 11. That will definitely hit.
How far away is it when it lands? Oh yeah, I may as well.
Oh, that's a good point. How far has it moved totally? Yeah, 1 second. It needs to go 50 feet away. So 1 second. Make sure I measured up right. Well, that's still quite enough. One more.
Oh, I also get hex on this, right?
Yep.
So it would have gotten to there. It backs away from you guys in the moment. Right. Anything else from Astra's turn here on that one?
No.
Has everybody taken the hits? Mona's one is
I
there.
did target it, but I don't know if it went through because it's so far away.
That's okay. That's okay. I got it. Okay. Cordelia, then round to you. This thing has come running past you.
She is going to smack it with. Why are all my spells gone? Oh no. Okay, there we go. 15. Oh, bardic inspiration.
Use it.
Oh yeah, it might make a difference in this case.
18.
It definitely does make a difference.
Oh my god!
As you blast it with fire at the moment this is going on.
And then she's going to run over this way, back to where she was.
I see a cunning plan in thing. Fair enough.
That is her turn.
No problem. Bringing us to Reg.
Okay, Regulus is in the shadows, hidden, and he will throw his dagger. I don't know how many of these I got left now, James. We did say that there's a finite amount
we're not.
left.
We're running. We're running low as he's starting to fill in the pocket. We'll put it that way.
This is an advantage. Poof, thank God.
23 to 5 will definitely hit.
And then you can have some sneak attack on top.
Oh, okay.
And I will rush around the corner out of sight.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously out of bind. And I will hide.
Fair enough.
There you go.
Yeah, it's definitely lost.
Is it alright if I
definitely
put
lost
myself
sight,
there
yeah.
so I can actually see?
Absolutely, I understand where you're going on what you're saying.
Yeah.
That's no problem. So it loses sight of you in the moment as that is all going on. Okay, round 2, the Shadow Maw. Let's first things first. Then let's see. Does this recharge? Might be the next thing on the list. So. I believe it's a D6. Let's see how we're going to do on that one. Recharge it on a +5. Okay.
Damn it.
On that front. So so as it looks round and sees all of you as it's all going on, and it lets out another one of these thunderous roars, and we are going to go back into the into the thing. So I just got to recharge this thing and get it to go. I can't get it to recharge. Why won't it recharge? Anyway, you guys have all got to make the Constitution saving throw again, so we know what we're dealing with here.
Oh, dude.
Nice.
14.
Sweet.
Okay. So some of you will be taking half damage, and the rest of you, whoever didn't, I think most of you did quite well, but some of you didn't. 18 damage for those that failed, and half of that if you made it in that.
I'm down, just to let people know.
I am very bloodied.
I am also not doing very
My
healthily.
screen is all red.
Did Varia
my
save or
screen's
no?
black. I can't see anything.
Varia can't survive that. She is officially
Bob.
down
Did
as well.
Bob? Oh, Bob can't.
Oh,
Yeah,
Bob
Bob can't make it in the moment. So at the moment,
most tragic loss, then.
Varia is down as well as this is going on. But yes, okay, and I believe Bob just goes poof.
Did
and on that
Varia just turn into a bloody stain?
pretty much at the moment.
She did.
At this point, as this is going on, it appears
She
to
rolling
be.
death saves.
She is
No,
in
she
NPC
exploded.
mode. She's in NPC mode at the moment, so we'll see. Mona, round to you.
Oh, is it not moving?
No,
Is
it's
it-
just roaring and yelling at
Oh,
you
shit.
from over there at the moment.
Okay. Okay. I will move. Oh, I'm on ruler. Fine. 30 foot. I don't have anything ranged, so I'm gonna have to dash. That's my turn.
Okay, fair enough. Varia, okay. Conrad, can you blind roll me a d20?
I would love nothing more.
Her fate is in your hands. Great. Just add to the drama.
Yeah, why not? Okay, thank you. And next on the list, Milton.
Yeah, I will look next to me, look at the bloody stain that was the female acolyte, look at the little bit slightly less bloody stain that is Astra. I will look up at Espen. You'll take care of this, right? And then I will walk up.
And stab the acolyte.
And,
No, we need her for sacrifice.
and start casting Eldritch Blast at this thing. Like, turn my sword cane around, use the hilt and the crystal therein to cast. If I can find my Eldritch Blast. Here it is.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah, that definitely hits. Woof.
Uh,
Okay, big beast.
Plus
Jesus.
Hex, right? Twice?
Yep, double hex.
Very nice. Oh, damn, that is
1,
awesome.
2. Second Eldritch Blast. 22.
Yeah.
Okay, for 1 damage. It's
Yeah,
not
definitely
much.
hit. But yeah, not so much. But you did very well with the crit. So
And another hex. On top.
yeah. Makes it more, improves things dramatically. Anything else on your turn?
Bob's gone, right? This is annoying.
Yeah. The price of familiars on that front on that one.
As a bonus action, can I put my fingers in my ears? Is that a thing I can do?
to try it, yeah. It's a Sure, you can put your fingers in your ears and try and wail out the psychic damage and see how you get on. Okay. Bringing us to Espen in the moment.
Espen sees both Astra and Varia go down. Sees Milton run past as he was saying that. I was already running towards these two. Espen will kind of skid to a stop, standing over Varia. But as he does, he'll reach over to Mona, who he knows is capable in a fight, and will cast Cure Wounds on her.
On Astra, you mean, in this case?
Yes.
Yeah. Yep. No problem.
So you get a beefy 11 back.
Nice.
And I do have to see if I save to see if Protection from Good and Evil is still up.
Imagine you just killed your acolyte.
And that is unfortunately gone, so I drop it. We got no mileage out of it, which is kind of annoying. I will step back over Varia, and as I lean down, it doesn't look like I'm leaning down because my torso is expanding at the same time because I'm going to go ahead and shift.
She's shifting out. Okay. All right.
And then I'm going to start to pat down Varia because I know she has various potions and tinctures on her to see if she has anything that can be used to heal her that's not my magic.
No problem. Yeah. You definitely know there is stuff on her.
Yeah.
You're very aware of that. Okay. Next on the list, Astra, you have been awoken after the howling screams from before. But yeah, you are back up after the healing that's come from Espen right now.
Okie dokie. I will groan as I pull myself up. And I think in this moment, because she'd be a bit weak to anything, under her breath she'd kind of mutter some curses at the beast, and that will be played as vicious mockery in my mind. She's like pulling herself up and she'll aim it towards that guy. I would target it, but I can't actually find it because my screen went black when I died, so I'm now trying to find it.
Oh, fair enough. Okay, 1 second. That is fine. 1 sec. So it's going to do a wisdom saving throw. Let's see how it's going to do. And in this case, 11. So it will fail, taking the 3.
Yeah, as it should.
Fair enough. Bringing us to Cordelia's turn.
She is going to she's going to move a little bit. And then she's going to focus her energy on one of these big spiky pillar things.
Mm-hmm.
And she's going to telekinetically throw one at this.
Oh, okay.
beastie.
Doing the Jedi force push thing. Fair enough.
Yes. Ooh. I'll cast it. Wait. Is it first level? No, it's the second level spell. No, it's not. It's the first level spell. I'll cast it at first level.
Okay. Okay, so it's going to make a dex save. Let's see how it's going to do.
Does it hit Mona too?
No, I imagine it goes over the top. Like, arcs pretty well. Oh, damn it. Oh, wait, yes!
Yeah, no, it'll definitely take all of that as you smash this this rock into this thing as this is all going on. Doing pretty well right now. This thing is definitely looking more worse for wear now. Next on the list, top of the turn order, Regulus. Round to you.
So Regulus, it was over here. There's movement there. Oh my god.
I can't see anything because I'm so dying.
Well, it's
there.
definitely out there.
Oh my god, it's there! Right, okay, I don't walk out there. I can see it now. I will... Huck another dagger. Yeah. Oh, does a 14 hit?
A 14 will miss, unfortunately.
Oh, goodness. Okay, well... no, see ya.
running back through the.
I
Through the
was
space.
going to try and help Mona, but I feel like I would help myself.
Okay, stealthing up, no problem in the moment there. All right, bringing us to its turn. First things first, I guess I got to see.
Don't do that, James.
Do we get a recharge or not? That will be the question.
No.
5 or 6. Let's re-roll this. Let's see what we get.
Oof, good.
It does not. So we're down. We're into normal territory as this is all going on. With the first attack, then it is going to attempt to bite Mona as this is going on.
Oh, it's not good. Ooh.
On that one, so I'm assuming a 23 will hit for 24 Mona as this is all going on.
Yeah. Whew. Yep. I'm still up.
Okay.
At least it was not the
and
44 it was before.
Yeah.
That's,
No,
He's still
that's,
got another attack. I don't know why. We're celebrating way too early.
It does have 2 attacks. That is definitely true, but it does look like they've put in a caveat here that I haven't read.
Oh,
Cannot make both attacks against the same target. Oh, okay. Well, we will follow that. Apologies, Regulus, for your earlier thing.
Okay, you only hit with one, I guess.
I will.
Mona will be moving past you to make its second attack.
I'll attack.
Whew.
Oh yeah, definitely hits.
Oh, for 6 extra radiant damage as well.
Very nice, very nice. Okay. It will come over to you, Milton, now, where the tail attack will be incoming. Let's see how that is going to do.
Yeah, that misses.
14? I would have thought that would have been a bit too low to be a thing on that front. As that is going on.
I'm not heavily armored, but mage armor puts it at 16. So.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, no, it's not too not the worst in the world as this is all going on. Bringing us round to Mona.
Mona will walk up. Mona is on 7 HP, so she is going to blood curse of the marked and injure herself even further by amplifying it.
Of course. This is what she does.
So she will have advantage on this first attack. 19 for
definitely hits.
1d6 curse damage. I still don't know what that damage is. And 3 more radiant damage. Plus 3. And second attack.
Okay.
ooh.
Oh, 6.
16. Just hits. Yeah, 16 will is its AC. So you are there.
Okay.
And it has exactly 2 hit points to its name.
Oh my god.
You will be you will be taking it down in the moments here, killing this beastie off. How does that go down, Mona?
Oh, she is just sick of this. She's like, oh, for fuck, and just slams down on it, cuts most of its body in half by the time she's done with it.
Going for the more and just bringing it down in the moments as its body starts to turn to ash and this crystal starts to drop to the ground in front of you all as you're all breathing very heavily. Yeah. Okay, let's we can calm things down a little bit here and change back and end the combat.
Did we get it?
as Regulus
no,
pokes his head
everybody's
out
dead.
from around.
Everyone's like crawling.
Espen's cradling Varia, searching her pockets and her bag to see if he can't find one of her potions.
That's fair enough. Can you give me another D10, please? D20, first of all. That'll be blind.
I will lay on hands myself to heal myself.
I will lay on hands. myself.
Okay.
You make eye
Little hand
contact
hands,
with her limpless body, and you just touch yourself.
She's
Yes.
not making eye contact with anyone right now. So.
So in the moment then, Espen, yeah, you do find one of her healing potions in amongst her kit as this is going on. So it's basically the equivalent of her cure wounds. So that will be.
Do you want me to roll it?
Forth.
Oh, never mind.
It's all right now. I'll roll it because I'm rolling it straight off of a sheet, so that's fine. So she will come around with 4 hit points. She failed one and success on one, so yeah, she was one apiece. As she comes back round and like,
are you okay, Espen? I know. Espen, in his gigantic bear form, kind of picks her up and sets her down, almost like picking up basically a 2-year-old and setting her down in front of her, and checking over to make sure that she's okay. And as he does, he deflates down to his regular size.
yeah, she's completely unfazed by your other appearance. She's she understands on that one, but she looks around. So did we get it? We did. Oh, thank God. Thank Lathander.
Yes, you did very good, Astra. This is well because of you. You did good.
Until that thing got in my head. Bloody things in this place and getting in my head. I hate it.
All the more reason for us to leave.
There's real anger in her voice at that one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she's not best pleased with things that have been taking control of her, if that's a way of putting it. As the rest of you, you are obviously breathing heavily and trying to work things out. Anything else you guys are up to in the moments here as this is all going on? Regulus, you run over to Mona. You see she is the usual bloody mess.
You walk at a leisurely pace.
I walk, yeah.
Okay, a leisurely stroll.
I know Mona can handle herself. I mean, I assume, because I don't ever see the fighting. Because I'm always behind a bush.
Very well played.
Okay, so everybody, good job. Everybody, good job. That was a big thing we just thought.
Did it turn into a crystal?
It did, yeah. There was a crystal on the ground again. Another one of these.
It's a shame it's disappeared.
A little one or a big one?
I'm going to say that there is a percentage chance that it can be. I'm going to say it's a 50-50. So who wants to roll a d20? And if it's above a 10, it's a bigger crystal that's worth 2. Or if it's below a 10, it's a little.
Well, who's are anybody carrying the crystals? Like, did we designate somebody carry them?
I
just
found
them
them.
Yeah.
Who has them?
Me.
Yeah.
Well, then you should roll.
Oh, but I've been rolling terribly.
Oh, now's your
It'd be
time.
all your fault.
Okay.
That's what we...
Above a 10. Above a 10.
That was almost
There we go.
2.
So yeah, you think this is a chunkier crystal than you had before, and that'll save you guys having to go hunting for other things at another point on that one. So yes, well done. As this larger creature does seem to offer up a larger crystal for making life a little easier on that front.
Can I have my acolyte back instead of a blood smear, please?
You certainly
Such
can.
demands.
Oh, the blood smear moved.
Astra,
it did.
you look awful.
I've had better days. Well, I'm still kicking. I'm still
We
alive.
will look better after we leave this place. Come, Timnus is still waiting.
Anyone else need any healing? I can. And she's looking in her pouch. She's still. I've got a little
Oh
bit.
god, yes, please.
No, that. I sort of like pushing Cordelia out the way.
She's literally she's pulled out like a small handkerchief from one of her sleeves and is like dabbing blood from her ears.
Espen's also sitting at 12 hit points as well, so Espen's looking very
I'm
bad
at
too.
Oh
That's-
damn! Okay.
Yeah,
she
speak up
looks.
about it though.
As Cordelia is pushed out of the way, I'll sneakily reach out one of my greater healing potions towards her.
You see, as you push her out of the way, she just immediately stops, like, ooh. better option.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
And she will drink it.
Regulus, you do push over here. That's absolutely true. And I'm gonna say that she is very well trained, and she knows that she tends between them. So she won't put Espen above you in that respect, but she will roll a d4 and then we'll go for who she actually does the healing for. And in this case, because you were a little late to the party, Espen, you will be getting the healing from her.
Espen would hold up his hand to her and just say, "No, the others first."
And she nods at that, and and she will then turn to Regulus and will target him with a potion for that. 1 second, incoming. So Regulus, you will regain 6 points in the moment as this is going on. Mona, obviously you are
Mona,
covered in blood,
gets up from her back and then starts walking over. She'll put her hand on one of these stubs, lift up her mask slightly, and just spit out loads of blood, and just put her mask down. And carry on walking.
Espen will clock that and just say, "Mona, please," and then he'll reach out and he will.
Can we just go to the house? I'm fucking sick and tired of this. Oh no, we have to go to a temple. Oh.
Or maybe we should take stock, take an hour.
Maybe I should take the portal back home. I don't even... Told me this was going to be an easy job, Reg. Jesus.
Yeah, well, it was.
Mona, you get 8 hit points back, and then Espen just drops his hands and says, "That's it. I am done for the day. I can cast no more."
I can offer a healing word to you, Espen. I can do that.
I would not say no, thank you.
It'll probably only be 10 worth. But...
meanwhile, Mona, is there anything you're going to be trying on your own bat, if that makes sense? Is there anything you're going to try healing yourself with, if that makes sense, or attempting?
I can't have anything. I don't have anything to heal.
Right.
I only injure myself.
Well, I gave him 8 hit points, so
that's true. Yes, yeah.
Yeah, the cure wounds was for you, so
I can offer Mona another healing word spell, and I will do that as well.
We'll sort this out at the temple, please. I need to lie down.
I can walk and cast. Don't worry. And you get 4, which better than a poke in the eye and a sharp stick, but could be better.
Mona, do you think you can lead the way, or would you rather me?
No, let's just get going. I can do it. I'll ask my god for a favor. Let's just go.
Okay.
Mona is just done. She is sick of this. Sick of nearly dying. She thought this was an easy job. She is just done.
Mona, I hate to interrupt your dramatic exit, but you're going the wrong way.
I believe it is this way. I think it is east. East is this way.
Yeah, so sorry guys, you are aware that the maze is below you guys.
We gotta go down and
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, but it's okay. I'll bring you to the grounds so you can start from there, if that makes sense. But you do know that then it was set up that in theory it was to the east. Which was what was said on that front.
Okay.
Hopefully it should load for you all.
Yeah, I'm looking at a blank screen right now. There we go.
What could I roll for this, James? Because I'm not exactly looking for tracks, really. I don't know how I make my way through a maze to find a temple.
No, you just know all you've heard is east. So yeah, and you've had a rough idea of the layout, but not dramatically of this place. So it's just heading east is all that you're definitely aware of right now.
Didn't Tim just draw some map?
A very rough map that got you to the back. Got you from the house to the grounds with a little bit of this on that one. But you did find it wasn't a perfect, accurate representation of the maze, shall we say? But it was enough. Yeah, you know it's off and to the east, if that makes sense, and you got
James,
a fair idea of where that would be.
What is this?
Apologies. Yeah, you have to ignore things like that at the moment. Yeah, there's a lot of
no, that's fine.
possibles. Yeah, this was set up
we were being
previously.
ambushed again.
No, not right now on that front.
Down.
Not right now.
Come on, follow. You don't want to stay behind.
Has everybody got a token? Yeah, we're not missing anyone.
Careful, Mona. Not too fast. The rest of us need to catch
don't
up
know
in
where we
case
are.
get
I thought-
ambushed again.
I thought you were all behind me. Sorry.
Espen's on like nursing his knee a lot during this.
Oops.
Yeah, Astra's hobbling.
Oh, zombie.
Ignore that.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry.
Mind
that's
is on
right.
Mind is on
It seems harmless. It doesn't move.
I can't move myself. I'm having an absolute mare here. I must admit.
You can just use the up, down, left, and right on your token.
Oh, I am
Did we
trying.
find a temple at some point?
Where are you? Yeah. Where
I
have you ended up? I can't even see you.
don't
Hold on,
know.
everyone. Let's just wait for a moment. Where is she?
I think I'm in
Astra,
the bush.
you were
I think
in the-
actually-
you were
I
in
think
the-
I'm stuck in a wall.
There you
You
go.
just clicked through the map.
I think I did.
Okay, let's bring you guys back. So you got to
God.
about here on that front. as this is all
found
going
the
on.
Foundry map hack.
You found the Foundry map pack,
All
absolutely,
I can
of your
see is a
DM
square.
copying
I
you
can't
into the on that one. 1 second. Right. Okay. So yeah, you can start to move again.
I don't know if I can. From what I can see is just a square. Oh, hang on.
Oh my
Hurry
God,
up.
you've moved back. How are you doing that? Right. You should be all right, but
Wait for a moment. The rest
Yeah, I
can
know.
follow.
For an investigator, Astra's pretty crap at this.
I'm investigating all the glitches in this game.
all the possible glitches. Yeah.
All the possible glitches.
A game?
Oh god.
You say.
What is happening?
I'm-
What
dead
game
end?
is this you speak of?
Right. Hold on. I'm gonna pause you
Yeah,
guys
okay.
up here for a moment, and let's just even let.
I'm still bloody,
I've been-
so everything's really dark for me. I'm
Yeah,
of course. Yeah.
Everything's gone completely black for me now as well.
Is it? I suppose the question we need to answer is because we've been using it because it's interesting, but is it too
Oh,
much? Is the
no,
question?
no, no.
Do we
it's-
need
yeah,
to
I
get
can
rid of
still
it?
see it,
I
I
love
just need
it.
to zoom in. Yeah, I just need to
Okay.
zoom in.
Okay. No, that's all right.
I
As long
just
as
need to
it's
zoom
we're
out
making
and
that
zoom in.
conscious choice.
Oh,
Yeah, we're
the other people
making
now.
a conscious choice.
Another
Moni,
zombie.
you can hear sounds up ahead as you're moving in this direction here at the moment.
Like through
there
the
is
hedge?
something through the actual hedge. Yeah, it looks like there is something going on there. I'm going to say there is definitely sounds going on past it in the space beyond at the moment,
Like-
if that makes sense.
Like monster sounds, or like
Yeah, there's roaring going on, and
God.
something is going on as this is all going on. Yeah, you
other
just
way.
hear
Go,
something
go, go.
is happening.
I'm assuming we just keep going down and to the east.
It's not
So
a bad.
kind of, I'm assuming if we if I hold it here, with the way things are running, I'm assuming it would have been Mona, Espen, and Milton up front, if that makes sense, as you guys
Yeah.
make your way to the point where you actually start seeing things are going on. Timnus seems to be in a fight for his life with one of those creatures that you have seen before. So I will bring you all round to deal with that.
Well, lucky he has that scythe that we gave him.
Absolutely. It's handy he has the scythe. That is definitely true.
Mona will turn the
That's it.
corner and all Espen hears is, oh, fuck.
Right, so we
Just
are
turns
going
back
to
around,
roll
leaves.
some. We're going to roll some initiative to bring this beastie into the fray, and we'll work out from there. Right, let's go for that. And Cordelia, you'll have to roll as you did before. Timnus did quite well. Shadow Tusk not so well.
I was wondering why mine's from real, and then I got to actually click.
Oh no, why have I done so
Whoa!
well?
What the heck?
Ooh,
Somebody
I
rolled a
tried
natural 20 and cracked my screen.
Oh,
Was that me?
nice. Okay.
That might have been me.
What did you
Yep,
What did you
that's
get?
correct.
My
You're
acolyte
fine.
needs to be here too, James.
That is definitely right. Let's bring her through as well. Yeah. We don't need to move her all the time, but we definitely need to bring her back when it's when it's things like this. Right. So she is in here as well, and we'll bring her into the turn order. And Cordelia, what did you roll for your
5.
5? Okay. All right. So that is everybody done on that front. We will go for something a little bit more. Let's see what we got. Garden to die for. That sounds more. Surprisingly, as all this is going on, I think Astra, you're the first to react, as you can. Yes, this is all going on, and people are hearing this is going on, but you decide to, you're quicker in your reactions than others as this is all going on in the moment.
Oh, I can't see what it is yet.
No, you can definitely hear it on the other side of this hedge.
Oh, I'm way too ill to even consider aiding this man.
All you've got to do is what she would do in a moment.
She would position herself so she could see what's happening, but also be hidden. In case she's needed for like Sylvie Barbs. There's everything. What's happening? Oh, everyone's on this point. Let's go around. Okay, that way.
Yeah,
Oh, really far back.
You move up that far, you probably just about see things going on now in the room, if that makes sense. You should see the beast and Timnus, if that makes sense. If you can't, you might want to reload.
Yeah. Oh, well, I think also because I'm very low on health, everything's
always very dark. Yeah, fair enough.
So I can't even see where the walls are.
Right, fair enough. It might be a little too much. But yeah, it's directly below you to the south.
Me. I'm trying the wrong way. That's probably why things are going awry.
But yeah, you can see. I'll say you can see them now in the moment. Yeah, as this is all going on.
Okay, so I'll roll stealth to be hidden. But then that was a waste of time.
fair enough.
Yeah, but so I can be seen. So I can see what's going on. But so if I'm needed for like Sylvie Barbs or something, then I can do that. I'm not getting involved. I'll be like, help.
No worries. Next on the list, Espen, your acolyte comes running up. She's going to whiz past you all, you think, unless he would be putting a hand up to try and stop her in the moment, if that makes sense. She would probably at least be aware of that.
I think he would. And just say, it's better to react in this situation. We must make sure Tumnus is safe. He's the only way out of here.
Yeah, she definitely nods, and she will hold an action to, if she can see someone that she needs to help, that she'll bear that in mind. Actually, bringing us to your turn, Espen, as this is all going on.
So Espen has his shield up, and he'll just say, "Do not let it get close enough to strike you," to Varia, and then he will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, kind of strafing around, staying outside of this thing's range. And he'll say, "Timnus, we are here. We will aid you." And then I will.
Yeah, he's just reacting to what's going on as this is all going on, if that makes sense in the moment. But he's definitely aware of it. Thank you, my friend.
Espen takes 2 fingers and traces it down, and as he does, he's gonna Sacred Flame Tusk. That's what I've named him. That's his name, Tusk.
He's cute now.
Yeah, DC 16.
Okay, saves dexterity. Let's see how he's going to do in the moment. Yeah.
We can't see that, so.
And you can't see that. I will make from now on. It will be revealed, but revealed to everybody, and he will pass in the moments there.
Oh well, that's all I can do. I'm legitimately out of spells, so.
No, fair enough. Fair enough. You guys have been pushed, so that makes sense. Regulus, round to you.
Okay. So all I can hear is like stuff going on, right?
Oh yeah. You're very aware that there's a fight, but yeah, you can't see much in the moment.
Did I go? Yes. No.
You can just about make things out from there. That makes sense, I think.
Stupid acolyte, my bloody way. Okay, I'm just going to push myself up against this bush and just hide and hope for nothing ever to happen to me ever.
Oh, okay, fair enough. 16, okay, fair enough. No worries. Bringing us to Timnus. Timnus will be doing some bits here on that front. Let's see how he's going to do here. And there's a bit of attacking on that one. So he'll do 23-4 in the moment here as this is all going on.
Trowel, he's not using his badass scythe?
Yeah, there seems to be a reason why he's not. And then you look up, Espen, and you can see it clutched in the hands of the fountain that is above here at the moment as this is all going on for some reason.
Be trusted with this
right.
scythe. You can't.
Son of a
keep hold it
bitch.
For 1 second.
He's done. Milton, it is your turn.
Okay. I will try to make my way through the crowd here.
Well, do it.
Absolutely can.
Oh dear. Yeah, and I'll just walk up to it and try to slash it with my rapier.
Okay. Ooh, okay.
Yeah, that's gonna hit, right?
No, not that time. Not that time. Anything
Well,
else?
shit. That was my turn.
Hey, grab that trowel and return him for me. I'd like that.
Mona, it is officially your turn.
Mona will just walk past Astra to here. She'll just do what she does. She'll slice her arm, activate Rite of Dawn, do 5 damage to herself.
Oof. Okay.
Not good. And from here, she will attack because she can do it from range. 12.
12 will miss, unfortunately.
Shame.
Okay.
That'll hit. There we go.
19 for 6 plus 2. Unless it's undead. Is it undead?
It is not undead. No, it's considered a beast. Okay. That is officially done. Shadow Tusk. It's got 2 choices, Timnus or Milton. The honest truth, 1 and 2 will be Timnus. 3 and a 4, Milton. In this case, Milton, it is coming your way.
Improved warding flame. So as the thing attacks Milton, he sees a flash of light in front of him. So disadvantage.
Okay, fair enough. So disadvantage incoming here. Let's see how it's going to do.
Misses.
Bad and badder. So there you go. So it will miss in the moment, Milton. As you feel some disgusting, horrible, holy something helps you out in the moment. Cordelia, round to you.
I can't see anything, so I guess I'll move 20. I still can't see anything. I'll double move.
Okay, I believe you're starting to see things at this point.
And I don't really have anything to do with my bonus action, so I guess that's all I'll do.
Oh no. Okay, no worries. Astra, back to you at the top of the turn order here.
Thing I can do.
Punch it. Worst case, you could punch it.
Mock it. Vicious mock it.
Yeah, it only has 1 attack. You can. You can give it disadvantage though when you do.
Yeah. Okay. I will call out to it. That it's that it. The only reason I knew it was here is because I followed its pungent aroma, and then that will be my vicious mockery.
Okay.
For God's sake, 3 again.
Saves, wisdom incoming. Let's see how it's going to do. And in this case, it's going to fail against that pun. Okay. And we'll take the 3. Yeah, it's like, at the moment. But yeah. Okay. Anything else? Are you moving? Staying put?
Oh, I feel like I've attracted its attention, so I'm going back around the corner now.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. You have to go a bit further back than that because you can't land on Regulus's spot.
Oh, I am sorry.
Yeah. Keep on going. That's the acolyte.
Is it?
Yeah. One more.
There we go.
There we go. There we go. Okay.
Pardon me. Sorry.
Excuse me. Pardon me. Yep. Moving through. Okay. The acolyte will move up and will. Well, it definitely pays attention to the fact how bad Mona is, and will, from the pouch, her last she has for now, she will use on you for 6 healing to try and help Mona out a little bit as that's going on.
I can now do more damage to myself.
Espen, round to you.
Espen sees how we're all struggling, grabs his holy symbol, and just says a quick prayer. Lathander, may your light burn away this darkness. And then he will cast, he'll use Divine Channel Divinity for a Radiance of the Dawn for 16, and that's only enemies, which means the only thing that gets hit is this thing, and possibly Milton if I'm having a bad day.
That's when he turns on the party. So for now, saves, Constitution incoming, and in this case,
yes,
6. So yeah, it will take all of that. Okay, you definitely got its attention with that.
So everyone sees a big nimbus of light surround Espen and then flash out from him and a wash over everyone, pleasantly warm, maybe disgustingly warm to Milton, but then as soon as it hits the tusk, just
like burn.
Yeah. And then
okay.
I will just move to the corner.
Okay, fair enough. Bringing us back to Regulus.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to turn to the side. That would hit the barn button. My bad.
That's okay. No worries. No problem.
Regulus is just going to sneak through these bodies and just sort of huck a dagger out.
Okay, I'm gonna say whether or not the bag your bag is running empty here on this one. So roll me a d20, and then below a 10, this is your last of your knives in your collection. You've been using a lot of them.
Oh, my last one.
You pull out the last one.
Ah!
You have your vicious one, so
yeah, I know. 14 again. Oh.
14 on that one will hit, so that's something at least.
Okay. So 6 plus.
6.
I thought 14 then. 6 plus.
No, it's 13 AC on this case.
Sneaky sneaks. 13 extra.
Not to be overlooked. 13 damage. Very nice.
He's going to just skulk back through. And
brought his image up for no reason. I was like,
oh, I thought that was just like a lag that you brought his image up earlier and it just popped up.
No, I pressed the button. I pressed the button accidentally. Right. Okay. So that is all done.
Ooh.
Almost looks like one of those hounds from Ghostbusters.
It does. It does. It looks very much like one of those. Yeah. Timnus, it is going to be his turn now. Timnus is going to he's going to use his trowel again. Let's see how he's going to do this time. Okay. No, not having his best time with that, so he will miss.
Now, Timnus doesn't mean us harm, does he? Because if he does, then my Radiance of Dawn would hurt him, and we would know.
He was not hurt by your Radiance of Dawn, no.
See? Everybody get off his case! God!
That's exactly what he wants you to think.
Guy.
Sorry, go ahead.
Milton, yeah, round to you.
Oh, yeah. I'll try my rapier again.
Oh,
Yes!
It is in that 20. I will throw Divine Smite on top of this.
Oh, yeah, it's got to be done, isn't it?
And
Got
this
to be
thing's
done.
hexed, right?
Spicy.
It's not Hex. No, that
Oh,
was
okay.
a previous
Yes.
creature.
But you're still concentrating on Hex, right?
Hex is a minute, is it not?
yeah, it's been ages.
Yeah, I think it's only a minute. I think more than that has passed since.
If you're a certain level
higher
of
level.
Warlock, yeah, you cast
Yeah.
it, it sticks around longer. So what level
Yeah.
of Warlock are you?
Yeah, but don't you have to
Uh,
see the creature to move it to it first? Once the creature dies, then you have to move
Yeah,
it.
but he could have been doing. Yeah, he
No,
could have
no,
been.
you're
Yeah,
still
he could've-
concentrating on it, so you're still holding the spell up, whether it's on a creature
yeah,
or
he
not.
can-
Oh,
you
yeah,
can
it's
move it
1
when it's the
hour,
same.
and you.
Ooh.
When
You
you
choose
cast
a
a spell using a 3rd or 4th level slot, but it's not a 3rd or 4th level slot, so it's an hour. So you can.
Yeah, it was well within an hour, so you could move it now at this point.
Yeah, could I have moved it onto it?
You didn't do
As a-
anything
as
with
a
your
bonus.
bonus on your previous turn, right?
No.
I'm happy. Yeah, but just
Okay.
remember it going forward. There's no problem.
Yeah. So I'm sorry, I did not realize it. It would have lost.
We've got a lot going on. It's not a problem. Not a problem. So another
So
6
Hex,
on top.
and then Divine Smite twice.
Oh, is this going to be big? Is this going to be big?
I hope so.
Oof.
Yeah. Okay. On that one, with its
18.
14 hit points left to its name at this point,
Hey.
this will be no more. As you guys will finish finish this off in the moment. Excuse me. Timnus is like, oh, thank the Fey gods that you came along. I was struggling with it there for a moment, but thank you. As we'll move you out of combat and back through as this is all going on. I thought it was Kryn already caught up with me. I thought he can't know already, surely.
Why were you using that small trowel? Why weren't you using your scythe that we got you? It surely must have been stronger to use in combat.
It is. But it's a powerful magical item. I needed it to work on this. As he sort of moves over to the fountain and sort of says for a moment, the veil between the realms is thin here. I thought if I could use the magic item and sort of harness a bit of its power, I might be able to break through easy enough. I was starting to work on that when that thing, interrupted me, unfortunately. And there is another little crystal sitting on the ground by where that one is at the moment.
Yoink.
As Cordelia picks that up.
Cordelia gonna make some earrings or something?
Oh, she should.
Oh yes. If we have any extras, she'll accessorize.
Oh, she should.
Fair enough. He says, if you can give me a few moments here, I'll finish my work and we should be done. I don't want to hang around long now. Kryn must be aware we've broken the wards. And he begins concentrating, sort of siphoning. It looks like he's siphoning a bit of power off of the actual magic item as it sort of the water begins to slowly but surely begins to glow a little bit as this is all going on, as he starts to activate the portal between the worlds.
Mm-hmm.
Can I roll
He
insight
says-
on him? Is he trying to kill us?
Yes, absolutely. You can roll an insight on him. That's no problem.
I thought you were saying yes,
I'll
he was trying to kill us.
No, yes, you
in the
can
meantime,
definitely-
Espen's gonna reach out and just put a hand on his shoulder and say, the thunder will aid you this day as well. So he has guidance as well.
Okay, fair enough on that one. Okay, the two of you with your insights. Okay, so let's just roll that. And I'll check what his pluses to this number are. So he has 10 plus +5. So yeah, both of you are aware that he is being genuine in what he's trying to achieve here. He is desperately trying to open a door to that horrible, horrible realm of the Fae, and make that door happen as this is all going on. And he says, "Now, each of you, quickly come to me. I need to cut each of you. One moment."
Espen casts a sidelong glance at.
He takes a little blade out and
Cordelia will give
Espen
a look as if to say, "Oh, he needs to do what now?"
Milton's gonna do
will
the
roll his
exact
eyes and
same.
say, "No, it's not the memory, and blood will return." So I hold out my hand and I gesture Varya over to do the same.
No problem. He literally just puts the blade against your finger and pricks it, and then moves on to the next one, and is pricking the finger of each of you as this is all going on. He just says, "With the blood bond there, now you will be able to pass through. It should, in theory, allow you to move both ways through the gate. I don't know if you want to come with me now. It's up to you, but I'm not going to hang around here. Kryn will surely be on to what's happening. I hope to see you on the other side." And he's going to be ready to dive in unless someone stops him.
Do you think he disinfected that blade before he started cutting?
Absolutely not.
Well, I am slightly
You have
worried
no
that
idea.
it says we're now all bloodbound.
Yeah, we have now entered a blood bond instead of just giving up.
Aspen steps through the gate just so he doesn't have to listen to anyone. He's just done.
Oh, blood bond with an Arcfey,
So
sure.
he steps through. He'll look back to Varya to let her know that he's about to do it, and he steps through.
Okay, fair enough. So is everybody just stepping through? Are we going with that?
Can someone
Yeah.
make sure that they hold Reg's hand when they go through this time? We can't be playing hide and seek anymore with you important, mate.
I kind of want to be the last.
No.
I kind of wanted to be the last one too.
Of course you did.
Mona, hold his
Fair
hand.
enough.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'll
Milton,
catch
you
up.
hold my hand, and we'll be last together.
Okay, so yeah, as everyone else starts to pass
You
through,
jump, I
it does get to the point of the Milton and Regulus are the last two as this is all going on. But
So
yeah,
is Timnus is not staying here? He's coming with us, right?
he's already gone.
He went
He was
through,
first.
mate.
He was first through. Yeah,
Okay, that's fine.
he has taken his scythe with him though in mind in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine.
So yeah, Reg and Milton, yeah, you two are left. What are you doing anything this side, or are you making your way in?
Please, Mr. Corvinaris, make your way through first. I will head out the back to make sure that you end up at the same place as we do. So we know if this way of transportation has the same effect as it always seems to have on you.
Oh boy, of course, Mr. Milton. I will definitely go through first for you, and he will go through.
Okay. Yeah, Milton.
But he's
you
going to
take
try
one
it as
last-
best he can and look back at Milton, see what he's doing.
Okay, so yeah, as this is all going through, Milton, yeah, can you join me in the secret room, please? For
Yeah, man.
Oh!
Alright.
One
Lack of
second.
trust.
Can I join you in the secret room for like 1 minute? Because I can see some stuff and then I'll disappear.
Yeah, well, no, you see him for a moment, but yeah, you do disappear. But yeah, one
No,
second,
it's
we're
all
going to
right.
go through. We're going to go through and we'll chat for 1 moment.
Oh.
1 sec.
Sneaky devil. Literal devil.
Oh no, I'm sorry. The portal closed behind me. Looks like we have to deal with Vostalas. I'm so sorry.
The thing is, though, we'll have to deal with him anyway because this portal only goes between the Shadow Realm and the Feywild. We don't have any way to get to the Mortal Realm with this.
I mean, if there is a way between the two, maybe there's another way between the others. I mean, like we said, Varya managed to get from the mortal plane to the Fey realm.
There is. We'll just make a deal with the devil.
Yeah, I feel like we need to do this deal because I don't think we can progress any further with our investigation without evidence from the material plane.
Look at that smile. He's doing something mischievous.
Of course he is.
He loves it.
What does me eating blood do? I want to know. Feels so good.
Makes you
Counteract.
gross.
Yeah.
Does it make me gross or awesome?
I feel you can be gross and awesome. I think.
I can just be just a simple little human vampire man.
A simple
Human vampire man with the
vampire
occasional hepatitis.
Yes.
Hepatitis C specifically.
Look at him betraying us all.
Look, he's so happy.
I mean, he's more probably just betraying Espen. Everyone else has no problem dealing with this devil. So just think of it that way. It's more of a betrayal to
Animal
me.
handling. Whoa, double 20.
Wow.
Ooh.
Talk about a waste.
He would sell all of our souls for like a new pen to
Oh,
sign
right.
his contracts with.
So would I then. And I didn't even sign contracts.
I hate the Feywild.
Hey, let's try the teleport. I've not tried this. So let's see how this is going to go. Is this going to bring you go through on that front? 1 second. Okay.
Animal handling though.
Let's try that again. We need to do this one, and then... Yeah, this is going to work. It should teleport you guys directly to the right spot, hopefully. And the Foundry guys have done their job. Yay! It just worked. Okay, yeah, you arrive on the other side as this is all going on. Timnus has already seems to have departed the space as you guys are making your way here. Yeah, you find yourselves now on the other side. You seem to be in a in a nice place with a handsome red maple off to one side. A shrine is radiating light and feels far older in the corner where you are that you've just come through. It seems like the statue seems to be of a grey stone plinth. The head is adorned with a dangerous-looking helm and dark wings extending from its back. Its hands, he grasps a sharp scythe, and his gemmed eyes glow with purple light as this is all going on. Looking very similar to the scythe that Timnus had in some ways. Maybe that's why it helped make the link. You guys are making your way out of the pool, not made of blood this time, which is it's so much better on this one. And you can see the chaotic stars and clouds above as you're in the in a horrible bright place for Cordelia and Milton. This is going on.
This place feels so chaotic. I don't like it.
Oh, I want
to the others, it seems a little familiar from what you've seen previously on that front. You've just not been out in the grounds this far. Is probably the way to look at it.
Oh, I wonder how the revelry is doing. Should we go check up on our good friends?
I'm sorry,
yeah,
is there a human skeleton next to this fountain?
There does appear to be a human skeleton in amongst things down here. Yes, absolutely.
Oh, or
Well,
is this like an image because we were like in like the shadow plane, and then there I think the symbol was like some flower or something.
Yes, and then on this side it seems to be an image of a skeleton instead. Yeah.
So it's like a portal to the dark place or to the fate place, probably.
Ties that bind things. Yeah, there seems to be ways and means through. But yeah, you guys know now in theory that you can go between the transport points on this one. So the gate is active for you guys in here as well. You can move either way.
Now,
you've been told anyway.
Where did the the fawn go that you all trusted so much?
Seems to have already headed off.
Yeah, can I roll a survival check to see if I can't see where his hoofs went, so that we go in the right direction?
Yeah, absolutely you can. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, make a survival check.
With guidance.
And 19. I mean, yeah, I mean definitely
22.
for this first part here. You definitely there's only sort of one sort of entrance and exit at the moment, but yeah, you can definitely see that there are tracks, and I'll give you the first couple of turns of which way he seems to have moved off as this was all going on.
Okay.
But yeah, it's only seems to be this way round at the moment that you can actually move out of the space, if that makes sense, off to the west.
Good. Espen says, his hoof marks go in this direction. Follow me.
Of course.
Oliver?
No problem with that roll on that one, Espen. I will say you can tell that he obviously went down this way, and then by the point you get down to here, I'm going to need another roll off you at this point.
Okay. Espen gets to there, and then he looks one way or the other, grasps his holy symbol, and just says a quick prayer to give himself guidance.
I'll help him.
Thank you.
Survival, because that's what I'm good at.
So then I got a 28.
28, no problem. Yeah, you definitely know the hoof prints went off this way.
Okay. Thank you, Mona. This is the right way.
Okay, coming round the corner here, there is a small pond, a secluded pond that seems to be going on around here. It seems to be sort of hidden away on this sort of area here. It's like its water is sort of hidden beneath thick curtains of lily pads. The water is deep and green, and though it is clear enough to see the bottom, there is definitely a murkiness to it. A row of poles run through the center of the pond, each topped with an unlit candle. On the either side of the pond, there are small platforms. On top of each of those, there seems to be a mermaid sitting on the top of one of them, and a hag, or what you would consider, Espen, a hag, on top of the other one. Both women look deeply irritated and are glaring at each other from either side of the either side of the actual space as this is all going on.
Can I see what's in the center here? Is that a chest?
There is something under the water there, yeah, as this is all going on. You're not totally sure, but kind of looks like a chest in the underwater.
Huh.
But yeah, these two are literally locked in eyes, looking at each other. Looking very, very, very angry at each other, but they're not not saying much at the moment. They just seem to be in a sort of a huff as this is all going on.
Espen kind of gets to here and sees the two beings looking at each other. I don't mean to intrude. Did a hoofed man come through here? He's a friend of ours. We're following him.
And the old sort of hag looks around at you for a moment and puts a finger up and sort of tries to shush you for a second, and she says, "1 second." And then there's a musical voice from the mermaid over the other side where it says, "I didn't take it." "I know you did. Just admit it." And then she sort of looks irritated again and angry, and then she says, "I'm sorry, what was that, love? What did you ask?"
The satyr came through here, we believe. We're just looking to follow. We don't want to intrude.
Yes, he came running by a few moments ago.
Can you tell us?
He headed off that way.
And did he swim through the water, or can we cross?
No. He came across here, and she sort of points across the path here. The lilies will take people's weight. Don't mind us. We're in a battle of wills, if you so put it.
I insight check that.
Yeah, I would like to insight check that as well.
Okay, no worries. Yeah,
as
fair
well,
enough.
actually.
I would as well.
So untrusting.
I don't believe in trusting anyone.
Oh, okay. In this particular case, I think Espen and Milton, for definite, you guys can definitely tell that she isn't lying at the moment. They are literally in some sort of a dispute, and they're having a battle of wills, whatever that means in her mind. But yeah, they seem very fixated on each other as this is going on.
And the lilies will hold our weight.
That's what she says. Yeah.
Okay. Then Espen says, well, then we will leave you to it. Thank you for your aid. And Espen will jump to a lily pad.
Yeah,
Into another
absolutely.
one.
Yeah. And you're surprised, but yeah, they will hold your weight as this is all going on.
Espen's
Before we leave them, I will turn around for a moment and hand them like a business card. In case you ever want to, like, in case this is like a lover's quarrel and you want to get a divorce, I am an expert in all kinds of matters of the law. You know how to reach me.
Law, yes. She just actually sort of. Oh, one second. If you had some time, sir, I would be very. It would be very helpful if you would help me deal with this thief. And she starts pointing across the water at this mermaid on the other side on that one. If you have time.
Well, it depends. Will my colleagues allow me to deal with this for a moment?
Oh, I mean, we don't really have the time. Maybe if they made it worth your while a bit better.
You know what? For now, I will go with my friends, but I promise I will be back as soon as we have dealt with what we need to be dealing with.
Of course.
Does that work for you?
This little thief will still be here when you get back.
Espen pokes his head back out and says, yes, sir, we can help in this. We're saying thank you for your aid.
And yeah, she doesn't. They're still having their own thing going on. They're not overly interested in you guys in that respect, barring the point of law seemed interesting for a moment as it's all going on.
And now Milton maybe has something to do if he can't be here next week.
Ah.
So I get to hear. Do I need to do another roll?
Yeah. If you can do another survival at this point.
Help.
Guidance. Thank you, Mona. We'll take that 19. That also becomes a 30.
A 30. Okay. Yeah, you're definitely sure he ran off up this way as this is all going on.
Hey, quickly, this way. How far does my 30 get me, James?
We would.
Your 30 is going to get you. Yeah, you can get down to the main runs down here, so you can keep going keep going to the south is what you need.
Okay.
In fact, I'm going to speed it along.
All three of us just stuck there, like, I don't know which way they went.
Yeah, hold fire. I'll bring you guys to the font to make it a little easier here.
Also, we just went in a circle.
Yep, we did.
My computer for moving at the moment is losing the will to live, I must admit.
No, fair enough. They did make it. Well. They did do quite a big map as this is all going on. Okay. As you guys do make it down here, You see the seneschal of this place, the druid that you spoke to before, is out here, and she says, you have returned once more. How goes your travels? As she as sort of taking you in as this is all going on.
We were able to aid a friend of ours from this realm to be able to return here from the other. He crossed before we did. We are trying to find where he went to make sure that he is okay.
I did wonder. Yes, he has been just come running into the house from moments ago. I was coming out to find out what was going on with this quote-unquote gate that he was muttering about, but it makes more sense now seeing you lot again on that one. So there is a passageway here from our world to the dark world. If I've understood what he is saying.
Timnis did say that we would be able to pass to and from it as he completed his ritual, yes.
That's interesting. I will have to speak with Usk and see if this is of any use to us in any way, of whether the rest of us can move through. We know some others have been and gone, as you have, but any of us that have tried to leave by those sort of means have been stuck here, like we're tethered here more than you are for some reason. But I will be very interested to take a longer look at this new link and see what's involved. Now it's had a fey touch on the other side from one of us. Maybe there is more to it. How goes things in the Shadow Realm? Of you, are things any different there? Or are you, is Kryn still doing his thing, or are things any different? You can see she's trying to weasel out of you what's going on the other side.
Might be different. The creatures there are more vile, though, than I anticipated. So there's that. So, yeah, I don't think we really developed further in our investigation or understanding what the hell's happening any further, I'm afraid.
No, fair enough. But I imagine, with Timnis's escape, I can quite imagine that Kryn won't be happy with the outcome, as she sort of smirks a little bit. That's at least something, and as this is all going on. If there is anything else you need, I will. I'll be around, but I will be setting up and having a little look at what's going on with the with this gate for a while.
I am sorry.
Usk can always call for me if need be.
I am sorry. I am quite new around here, since I was not here when my colleagues here met you before.
Yes, they mentioned there was another like yourself.
But you do seem to have an exceptional hate for Kryn Corvinaris. Can you explain why?
Only in the ways that he mistreated the lady here. Our lady Elseth, she slumbers now, but she was badly treated by her brother. She did not have a good time in that respect. And he, on the night of the accident when all of this occurred, attempted to kill her, I believe, is what went down.
Oh, so Lady Elseth is Kryn's brother.
Is Kryn's sister? Yeah, yes, absolutely.
Sister,
yeah.
Okay.
I don't think the guys had filled you in on any of the meeting with the sleeping dragon version of Lady Elseth. So this is all news to Milton in the moment, so they haven't filled you in on. Seems like they haven't told you everything that's been going on this side of the things. But one day the lady will be able to wake up without causing problems. But for now, she slumbers. It is safer she is kept asleep. But please, yes, if there's anything that you need, let us know. The revelry has at least been quieter for the past few hours. I can only say that must be a good thing for now. You can see that Varia gets a bit very quiet in the moment, Espen, as this is all going on. You know that she's not keen on that conversation as that is going on.
Yeah, put a hand on her shoulder in a comforting way.
I believe Timnus has been joining the people on joining the people on the upper floor. The crowd up there some of them are his friends, so I believe he is running to catch up with them, if that makes sense. But yes, if there's anything else, Usk is around, and as you can see, Usk is just off, not too far behind the lady as this is all going on. She will start making her way off towards the gate, unless you guys need anything else from her.
I think
do you know of a place here where there is music played by any chance?
No, sir. Sorry, no, we don't have anything like that. I think your friends have asked a little bit of this, but no, our sort of music hall has been taken over by the revelry. There is no music playing of any interesting sorts. Astra had come to the conclusion that it must be on the material that it would be coming from, or somewhere else. But yeah, as far as she's aware, it's probably from the material.
Okay.
James, something I would like to do.
My apology if this has been asked before.
That's okay. No worries. They haven't filled you in on everything. So. Not a problem. Go ahead, Espen. What do you want to do?
Espen's just going to kind of let out a breath now that we have a chance, and he's going to use a channel divinity to harness power to get a spell slot back. So I'm gonna get a second level spell slot back.
Are we taking a short rest, or
please?
I think we should while we're here.
It's not a bad spot.
Yeah, that's a bonus action for me to do. So he's just doing that while we have a chance to breathe.
No, we need to have a long rest.
Yeah, we need a long rest. We've already short rested today.
We already nearly died to the revelry. We've done so much in one day.
We could nap around this table, I guess.
Oh, we need to go inside.
A long sleep against the fountain might be a bit.
Espen and Ashala do have a place where we could lay our heads. It's been a very long, weary day.
We can put you up in some of the rooms. That would not be impossible. However, obviously the revelry is nearby as before. We can't afford that.
Becoming part of its hive mind.
Well, the last time there was an issue with Regulus getting up in the morning when we slept here.
Yeah, we decided to sleep in shifts, I think, if we were to rest here.
Yeah, as long as we just need someone to be awake to wake the others, if needs be. That's, I think.
Yeah, so I'm guessing that means that you're going to be going into the space again. Let's find where you guys are and be you'll be able to be put up in one of the in the lounge again as previously. Sorry, this is the Fade version. We need the Fey version of that. Why, bear with me. You're not here. You will be in this version of the house. 1 second. And you're in the right room, I think. That's not too bad going. We just need Milton. Where's a Milton?
Yeah, this time I'm not going to drink because last time I, was rudely awakened. Put it that way.
You're welcome.
No, fair enough.
You were gently
So yeah, you definitely know that there are many more guards around the revelry now than there were previously. You can still hear it all going on in the room next door. Make a perception check as this is all going on.
Everybody?
Yeah. Anyone that's willing or who's not too tired that they wouldn't be on that one. Okay.
We're all so perceptive. I spoke too soon.
Okay, so yeah, the
think
ones
like
of you
they
that
just don't
were
really care.
in that sort of 18 plus, you can hear whimpers and cries coming from the coming through the every so often from the other sides. There is still the ruckus going on as well, but yeah, it's not good from what you can hear going on. But however, you are brought back through. Sadia is not here, but Usk will see to you all and get yourself set up as this is all going on. But yeah, is there anything else that you need? I'm sorry, we are still fairly crowded. What with the centaurs upstairs and everything else that's going on, we're still packed to the gunnels here. But as long as you're okay.
You say.
Yes,
I've always wanted to meet a centaur.
Satyrs and centaurs, yes, yeah.
Oh yeah. How did the centaurs get up the stairs?
You know, Tim is
Really?
Yeah, they fascinate me. That their anatomy is so unusual. It's quite extraordinary.
Oh god, we're gonna get fixated on them. Yes, well, some of you took them on earlier and fought them during the revelry.
We did.
But yes, yeah, some of you have been attacked by them, but not much more. I'm assuming then, by the sounds of it, you guys are gonna settle down for an evening here and just try and take your long rest. Is there anything anyone would want to be up to, or how do you want to play this? You're going to try doing things in 3 shifts? Is that the way you want to play it?
I think that might be sensible.
Yeah. During my shift, I'll try to resummon Bob as well.
Okay.
Before we go to sleep, I will attune to whatever the cloak is that I have in my bag.
Yeah, we have magical stuff that we keep not doing anything with.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, it's time to start dealing with some of this.
I don't think I have any magical stuff left.
It was me and Astra, I think, that had the two.
I found some leather, but I don't even know if it's magical. I literally just put it in the bag.
Well, would you? I suppose the question is would you be attempting to wear it and attune to it? Is the question I'm after.
Probably. I've had my ass handed to me several times. I need some line of defense.
Okay. So, Mona, you're definitely doing your one as this is going on.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is the Scorncrow's Cloak, which is a +1 bonus to AC. So, on that front. So that is quite handy on that one. And Astra, handy. You're going to go for your one. And I'll put that in your inventory as well. That'll be the Scorncrow's Leathers, which is a magical suit of leather armor, is adorned with bits and bobs. This has is a +1 leather armor with resistance to necrotic, by the looks of it. Not too shabby.
Oh my! Yeah. Oh, I've just read it. That's actually much better than I thought it was. I get extra things.
Ooh. Excellent. And then, that'll be those two. And then someone had a robe. Oh no, did the robe get put back, or did someone take it? The one that had all the patches on it. That.
Red.
Yeah.
Would you be attuning to that, Reg, or would you have?
I think wasn't it identified because we found out it was a robe of many things.
I think you knew. I think you. I think only got to be an arcana of what you thought it would possibly.
Oh yeah, you shoved it back in your bag. I remember telling you to put it back. And
yes,
you just shoved it in your bag.
So are you gonna wear it? Or are you gonna use that one, Reg?
Or? Yes. Yeah.
Okay, no problem. We'll add that to your
very
There you go.
You can't wear that in the shadow place because she'll know.
Yeah, you have to be a bit careful in the shadow realm because you stole it from there. Yes, that's definitely true.
Well, can you change it a different color?
I don't know.
Yeah, prestidigitation. Can you change it to a different color for me?
Only for an hour.
Yeah. I'm not remembering every hour.
Just keep it casting it on me.
Yes, forever. especially when we're in that place.
Fair enough. So yeah, you guys are adorned, and so you guys you attempt to sleep, I guess, and who's
Mona
the first
passes
one
out
to?
straight away?
Yeah,
she's gone.
Yeah, Astra would also pass out. She's very low.
No problem. So who's the last watch of the three? All I'm after.
I would.
The last watch, Espen is
I'll take
always
the
up.
first.
Espen is always up early, so he would probably take the last watch since he would wake up early anyway.
Yeah. I'll take first
Okay.
because I don't want to be woken up. I hate that's the worst.
Okay, and who was the middle? Who was the middle one?
I'll do the middle one, and during that time I'll resummon Bob as well, since that takes a little bit.
At a time, no problem. Yeah, so you'll be resummoning on that one. So Milton, you go to wake up Espen, and then Espen, you'll need to make a wisdom save. See if you wake up. So you have no problem. You wake up during that, and then everybody else give me a wisdom save for the morning at that point, as this is all going on.
How was I woken up before? I can't remember.
Boiling hot water in the
Hot
night.
coffee was.
That's
And
what I can't
chair
wait
as
to
well.
do that
Oh,
straight
God.
away. To someone.
Is this a charm effect?
I can't remember off the top of my head, but I'm going to say I think it is a charm effect of some description, so I'm going to rule it that way for now.
Is it an effect that requires me to dream? That is an important thing because it will do nothing to me if it does.
Effect that requires
But
you to
if
dream.
it's putting me to sleep, then yes, it would work. But if it's needs me to dream, then it wouldn't.
Hmm.
Even with
Yeah,
advantage.
I think it's described as to be dealing with dreaming. So I'm going to say it's part of that, Mona. So you can have that as a win if that makes sense.
Oh, okay, cool. I have
So what
advantage
happens
anyway.
to the roll of
Flavor
one?
wise, what it's been given, I'm gonna go
Eternal
yes
sleep.
if that makes sense.
I picked a good race
I
then.
can see everything now. It's great.
Yeah, there's a lot more light here. It would definitely help. So yeah, it looks like a fair few people will rise in the morning, apart from Reg and
Cordelia and Milton.
Milton in the morning. Yeah.
I got a 12.
Oh, okay. You got a 12 as well. Sorry, Cordelia.
Yeah.
Then if whether or not this was a charm effect, but I think I was going to give it to you. So.
Even with advantage, I still got a 12.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay. Yeah. No. Fair enough. So three of you are way asleep when the morning comes, and they don't rouse as you try.
Gotta go get the coffee to pour on their heads. That's what worked last time.
We don't
Ash
know.
is gonna go up to the guy and order some coffees.
No, don't do that again.
We don't know
you're
that they're still
happy.
asleep yet. We haven't tried waking them up.
Okay, we'll try and wake him up first, and then we'll
Mona
go.
will
for the
get up
coffee
like really aching, like an old person. She's like, ah.
Espen's going over his tiny book of hymns and verses and whatnot, and he'll nod to Mona. To good morning, Mona. Glad you supped well.
I'm not usually the first to wake.
The only one in the shadow world.
What do you believe that the others are having issues again?
I don't know. She'll grab Cordelia's shoulder and go, Cordelia, and just shake it.
Cordelia is
Like
full
a ragdoll.
Yeah. And I imagine she snores as well.
Who doesn't?
And then, since Astra hasn't woke up yet, she'll, maybe this will work, and she'll pinch Astra's nose while she's sleeping.
Astra will flail and gasp and be like,
Okay, so Astra's fine.
ask me first, and then the torture methods to wake up, please.
I think Cordelia is in that state that Regulus was, but that doesn't make sense because they weren't drinking.
Oh, I check Varya. Was she able to wake up?
Yeah, she's fine. Yeah, she's awake.
Okay.
I give
Check.
Regulus
Yeah,
and
the
Milton
best
some
night's
slaps.
sleep.
See if they wake up.
Yep, nothing happens with a slap.
Gravity slap.
We need to pour the coffee on them again because that's what worked last time, right?
No, Mona, I think you have to really put your arm into it, and I just haul off and cock Milton directly in the face.
Can I insight
so-
check that to see if that's out of malicious?
Revenge isn't very
But you might
Just to
just
see if
admit-
there was anger behind it.
Definitely.
Oh, with a Nate, I don't think you're going to be reading them.
If I don't
Zay-
wake up, do I still take damage?
Oh, 100%. Yeah. So he's gonna unarmed attack strike you right now. So
Oh, yeah, sorry, hang on.
What is 1d4 divided by 2 plus strength? Is that
No, it's just 1 plus my strength, which is only going to be... You only take 2 if I manage to do this.
I mean, it's an advantage because he's prone.
Crit.
Not that I'm encouraging violence.
Fair
So
enough.
I cock Milton open-handed,
And,
but,
yeah,
I,
you can
but, I,
make
but, I,
another.
but I really slap him.
Yep, no worries. You can make a wisdom saving throw with advantage. Is that?
I am pretty good at wisdom. That's
Okay, you lose the advantage, but yeah, it worked at least. So yeah, Milton
And-
comes round.
Espen pats him on the face where he just slapped him and says, "You see, you really need to. I'm glad that you are finally awake, Milton."
What
Sword
happened?
Cordelia.
Why have you chosen violence against me?
This place caused you to sleep again. We were just trying to wake you up.
Oh,
And then I go over to Cordelia and try to shake her awake. You know, Cordelia, wake up, Cordelia.
I think Cordelia is just like face down from where Mona has just dropped her ragdoll body.
Oh, for sure. Like, I dropped you and you just fell on the floor.
Yeah.
No, she's still sleeping.
The bouffant is just at a weird angle, and she's just
Well, since that worked, Espen, I'll try it on Regulus. And she will go down with a fist straight to his gut.
Oh,
Slightly
makes
stronger than
sense.
her. 23 for 6 damage.
Oh God! Oh.
you can Regulus can make a wisdom save with advantage then.
Okay.
And you're morning rested as well, by the way.
Cool.
Hey, you come round with a punch to the gut.
Regulus,
Makes
you're an awful
no sense.
heavy
but
sleeper.
okay. There you go. Minus.
Right, so you just wake up like, this is
Astra
Oh,
is
thank
going.
goodness, Reg, you're awake. Oh.
and one more to go.
Astra doesn't want to be violent with Cordelia because she doesn't think Cordelia deserves it.
Oh,
So,
Espen's not hitting Cordelia at all.
No,
the retribution would be swift.
Well, Espen doesn't know you
Astra-
tried to kill his acolyte as well. So.
Astra will probably like sort of poke her in the ribs as like more of a tickling motion to try and coax her awake, a bit more gentle than a thwack.
Yeah, Espen's also going to open her eyes, her one eye, and then he's going to cast light on his holy symbol and kind of hold it up to her eye to see if like her pupils react and see if maybe that could help wake her up too.
Yeah,
Imagine you open her eye and it's just all black.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, you can make a wisdom save with advantage with that. I think that'd be fine with blinding light in the eyes.
She doesn't like light.
Exactly.
Now I get the natural 20.
So there you go. So yeah, you come round to the blinding, searing light in the moment, and then put you all back in the room.
Why?
I'm sorry, it was this place. It caused you and Milton and Regulus to not awake. We had to use violence with the men, but you proved that my method, a much more gentle way of awakening you. So we will do that from now on if we need to.
I will say that is potential sexism. I think since we are among us contracted to each other, I think there is cause for a suit here, just in case anyone is interested.
I definitely am.
Oh, I'm just getting you back for taking me on this fucking job, Reg.
Yeah,
sorry for paying
think
you so
gender
much
has nothing
money.
to do with this.
Oh,
I think it's
yeah.
favoritism.
You'll be paying me a lot more after this.
But yeah, you are rested finally on the Fey side. I suppose the question really is what's the plan for moving forward? What other party actually want to do now at this point? You have a link between the worlds, between the two, but
we don't
are you
really
in the
know
wrong
what to do with it.
you're not sure what you're doing with it right now, and you're not in the one you want to be in. I don't think, from what we've been discussing, as far as I'm aware.
Well,
I know it may.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I said, oh well, no, it may not be to everyone's taste, but I feel we have the crystals now. Let's go see the librarian again and get that portal to the material rain. I think more solid answers are going to be there going forward with this whole thing.
We also still haven't looked at where Varia came through. Could also be worth a look, and we're already on this side.
Just feel like it's just adding more and more time. This thing with the revelry, I know it's calming itself down, but we don't know. People are sounding upset in there now, which wasn't the case before. So
make an intelligence check, Astra, how that would for what you're thinking there. Okay, yeah, you've got enough there. They must be getting to the point where if they're not being fed, they must be beginning to turn on each other in that.
Yep. Okay.
They just all eat each other until everyone's dead. They'll seem fine.
Yeah, I can't cope with that on my conscience. I don't know about everyone else, and I can't speak for everyone else. I just think we need to get to the material plane as quickly as possible. And I know, Espen, you really do not want to work with the librarian, but I think this is our quickest and most efficient way of doing this.
So is that the plan then? Are you guys going to head to the library, find ask the tree to call on Vossilas to come through and have him work on the crystals and then teleport you guys through to the material? Is that kind of where we're heading for next time? Is that kind of where we're planning?
Just want to grab one of those delicious figs as well for breakfast.
Oh, 100%. Definitely can.
Oh,
You definitely
dip it
can.
in the blood.
I'd like.
And I'll take some of the blood too. There's like a Bloody Mary.
There's a Bloody Mary on that one. Okay, fair enough. The hit points you've lost, Regulus, you will be back at full.
Nice.
And
I should drink blood more often.
I'd like to speak to Regulus in his head, but can we do it in the whisper room this time?
Ooh.
Okay.
Do you know I'm a vampire?
No.
Betrayal.
Nothing to do with that. Goodbye, everyone.
Okay. Yes, you can. Yeah, we'll spend a few minutes, but unless anyone has anything else, we'll be calling it in a few moments anyway. But we'll have this last little bit here, and then we'll work through it. Okay, guys. Right.
From what Astra said, Espen would say, if you believe that's true, we should let the satyrs know that their comrades might be in more mortal danger. And I still would like to see Timnus. But if everyone is set on this course of action, I suppose there's nothing I can do to sway you otherwise. I do think it folly, though.
I don't massively want to waste any more time, but Timnus would seem to be very happy to be done with us at this point. What more do you have to say to him? Just out
To
of
be fair,
curiosity?
you have no idea what Timnus would think. We didn't see him on this side.
Oh,
And
true.
I count him as a friend. I would like him to know that we survived the trip, and I would like to know that he is okay. And I think he deserves to know that his kinsmen are in more mortal peril than they believe. I don't think that their counter-revelry is going to work. They may need a different course of action. Perhaps they
I
can get the
agree.
ball rolling towards a solution while we are off making deals with devils.
So we can ask one of the... I think they're goblin? Like indicates the guy behind the bar.
Yeah, there's Goblin or Usk is around a lot, so yeah, you can always ask Usk for something.
Usk can always ask on our behalf.
I'm here if for anything that you need like that. It's not a problem. They don't listen to me on matters of... They seem stuck on this counter-revelry idea, as they don't seem to have a good plan for dealing with it, as none of us really do at the moment. We're still struggling with that one. We were kind of... We desperately need to be able to talk with the mistress, really, but we don't dare wake her at this point. It's too dangerous.
What more needs to be said to the lady of the house, do you believe?
She is quite powerful when she is awake. But we are down in number to be able to deal with the revelry. She would be helpful in that, but we can't risk waking her. Not in her current state. She would be worse carnage than the revelry.
Well, if you need to convey a message, I'm more than happy to assist. All you need to do is ask.
We were told that we were to obtain some of her items, possibly on the material plane, that upon her waking, she might be more pliable.
That's certainly what her husband believes, yes. And it may be true, and it's certainly worth a shot, but we can't just wake her for nothing. It has not gone well before yet.
I agree. Getting to the material plane is paramount, and I can't sway my group to look for any other methods other than what they believe is quickest and easiest. But I also believe that we need to talk to Timnus before we leave.
I can certainly lead you to the centaurs. That's easy to be done. And
Centaurs or satyrs?
Satyrs, sorry, that's
Okay.
your DM. The satyrs, yes. But yes, whilst that's going on then, Mona and Reg, we'll just have that quick moment in the whisper room that we were going to try and get to. All right, so yes, you guys are chatting away in each other's heads in the morning. What's going on in here?
Yes, we can't keep going on. We need to end this in the mortal plane. We cannot keep going back and forth. They will.
Sick of it. I just want to go. I just want a house and leave. That's all we came here for.
Yes, but if we carry on, they're going to find out, and they're going to merge these houses back, and we're not even going to get anything for this.
So what are you saying we do?
We just either try to convince them, or just tell them we're not coming back. It's
yeah, but
if
we don't come back, have you met Espen?
He's got his acolyte. He's done what he needed to do.
Yeah, but
there's no more part in this.
Don't forget,
I
spoke to Milton about this, and I said that if we just clear out the one side, we'll be done. And he said no. We have to do everything because everything needs to be sorted.
He's definitely been going on and on about you have to catalogue everything before he would hand things over. Yes, he's definitely been saying that.
And there's things in this plane that connect to other planes. We can't fix the mortal plane before this plane's done.
I'm in over my head. You're in over your head. This was meant to be an easy job for both of us. You should have. You should have had the house by now. This is ridiculous.
Oh, because I can foresee that we'll be good jump plane hopping, can't
I'm
I?
not saying you should have foreseen it. I'm just saying
we're in too deep. We're in too deep, and we can't. We just gotta keep going, because if we stop, then it all will unravel.
Okay, well,
And worst things is whoever is the heir that gets so. You know that we just kill them and I'll take their place. I'll just look like them.
Yes, I know that, but I'm worried that, as you've brought up, Espen isn't exactly the trusting type, and if he finds out,
Espen is also the one-track mind. He just wants to he wants to save the world, save this house, and then he'd be on his way. Whoever's got it. Say that is who's next in line? That little brat with the crossbow. We pop him off, and
I can easily deal with him. That's no problem. But
easy peasy lemon squeezy.
It's everyone else here. I'm sure they will not like the fact that if they do find out that you're not even related, then
I don't think it'll come to that. I think it'll just be like, oh. We're gonna have to give it to this boy because he's the actual heir, and I'll be like, oh no, shame. We'll just carry on, and then, I'll just kill him.
I'll give you guys what you're aware of so far. So you've met Kryn. You haven't met him, but you know Kryn is in the Shadow Realm. He is one end. Yeah. There is a woman here called Elsith. That's the lady. That is another one, and then the bastard son. You might be able to argue that you're a better link because you're in theory direct from Darius. So he might not be as important in the run.
But I'm the youngest.
You are definitely aware. Yeah, but you're definitely aware that Lady Elsith, as a dragon, killing something that's asleep. Killing something that's asleep is a damn sight easier than killing a living, waking dragon.
That is.
If it comes to it, we can push. If we push that bastard son to be the true heir, then we can just kill him, and I'll change into him.
Well, as you know,
and sell the house, and then we'll fuck off with the money.
You are very persuasive. If you could just persuade them to just stay in the mortal plane, or somehow we can block our transportation between the planes from the mortal plane, then we have no way of getting back here.
That probably fulfills it as well. Yes, there's certainly ways and means. Can the links be broken? Why are the links there? Yeah, these are all very valid questions. These are definitely valid questions to find out the answer to.
You know I'll do anything for you, Reg, but this is far beyond what I thought I thought I'd just be killing a couple of ghosts. Now,
so did I.
Now we might be killing a dragon. We might be killing the whole family that you're meant to be pretending to be in, and potentially killing these people around us. Not Cordelia though. I'd like to not kill her if we.
Maybe we can persuade him to kill this dragon lady, and whilst they're low and dying, we just stick the knife in, as it were, betray them.
I'd
get
rather,
rid of them.
I know we've come to that before, but I'd rather not kill these if we have to. I'd rather they have, even though they have been kind of annoying.
Oh, you're not going all soft on me now, Mona. Jesus. I mean, not Jesus. What's the other? Lathander.
Hey, you know my god, it's all about hunting. That would not be a good hunt. That would be an unfair fight if we just killed them while they were down. That's against my code. I'd rather kill them when they're stronger, but I don't think I can take on all five, to be honest.
Fair enough. But anyway, for now, guys, as you're sort of formulating these things, you're you are definitely aware that you could carry on, you could bugger off and just leave it all. That is definitely true. But you have thought through different things. You either fix the problem, you break the problem, or these are all valid things to bear in mind going forward. So yeah, it's definitely worth a thought. Okay, we'll head back and we'll finish off.
All right.
Let's do a roll. Let's do.
Yeah,
I
do
forgot
your
about
rolls.
rolling.
Yeah.
That was a very long mental conversation.
That was it. Literally.
There was a
We were
fair
like-
bit, yes.
We discussed.
I just
you guys.
imagine we're all sat there and you two are just staring at each other.
Staring
in
at
your
each other?
eyes.
No, we don't have
Yeah.
to look at each
Oh
other.
no, because I'd just be like on the couch, like pinching the bridge of my nose, like rubbing my eyes a little bit. Mona could literally just be looking at the bar. It's a mental thing. It don't have to be looking at each other at all.
Yeah, but it's funnier our way.
A comedic effect. It would
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
we're not comedy guys. This is serious stuff here. This is inheritance tax and all sorts of stuff. Legal binding contracts. Jeez.
All manner of things to be working through. Absolutely, yes. This is all going on.
But, I mean, you'll also
so-
probably just find out what we talked about in the video.
It's for
When
the
the time
dramatic
comes.
effect. So.
No,
Yeah.
I skip over things I'm not supposed to watch. I try to keep myself honest.
Yeah, I'll try and put a spoiler warning in it anyway at that point. So I'm assuming, well, what we'll do is we'll start to call it here in a moment. But basically, I think that the way this plays out is that you spend a little bit of time for the morning. You guys do go and find Timnus and the centaurs upstairs, and you do actually have a conversation with them about things. They don't have any good plans or any good thoughts for how to change things up. However, Timnus has managed to talk them into the possibility of that at least, if need be, they will be. If you guys need to call upon them at some point for anything, as in if you wish to try and take on the revelry and take things back, they are willing to aid when the time comes. But they are very, very worried that they will fall under the same spell as everything else. So they would like more than just you guys and them, if that makes sense. But promises are made and thoughts are made of whether they would be willing to come to your aid. And with Timnus now amongst them, they would be willing to do that. So we will definitely leave that in those terms for next time. But yeah, you guys will be making your way back to the library, and then when you're in the library again, you call for Vossilas, who will come through. Very, very pleased to see that you have all the crystals that are required to make all the changes to the actual gate that is up in the library. And it is even here in this side. There is in the library there is still the remnants of this gate. So it's one of the few that you've seen in all three places. But it definitely seems to be still here. And he spends a bit of time realigning and redrawing the missing parts of the magic circle when he sort of looks down at one point and he says, this is quite strange. I think I have managed to link this between all three realms now. This is going to work. But can you see this? And he sort of points to this sort of like part of the runes up in the corner that are still sort of oddly misshapen. I haven't had to redraw these to redrawing the links. I can't make this bit work, but there is a fourth place that this is supposed to lead to.
Oh my god.
I knew it. There is a fourth place where the father is.
I'll say this must be where the dad is.
Yes.
Oh look, do we really need to do this?
Yes, he's the one that created
I
these
can't make
places.
I can't make it work right now, but I will be
Wait.
looking into this now that we've got this fixed.
He is supposed to be your father, right?
Yeah, or my brother.
Or your brother?
Oh right, yeah. But you're not yet. Oh
Oh,
wow.
yeah, there's more debate.
So- originally, so when they met with Kryn's wife, she informed him that he's basically a tiefling and there's no chance that Regulus would be linked to him.
Yeah,
Oh,
that I got. I got that.
So she believed that if he is part of the family, because he looks like it, he must be the son of Darius.
Literally the spitting image of him.
Yeah, so she thinks, Kryn would be the brother, Darius would be the father. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I said, right? So if there's a
you're
fourth dimension,
you're on the right line. Yeah. Or the possibility.
So whatever happened, what split the family in twain, there's 3 places that they all are, the father and the children. And Regulus, apparently you stayed in the material.
Is there a way we can somehow get to this unknown plane that you know?
Vossler says, I don't know yet, but I will be working on this for sure. I'm sure there must be something else there. I'm sure there maybe our answers are in there. I will work on this. But for now, I can at least take you to the material, if that makes sense for you, for your travels next, or do you wish to go anywhere else? The Shade, or I would prefer the Shade, personally. I'm more than happy to take you to the material.
Material, please.
Material would
We have business on the material plane.
Very well. With the portal fixed, he will start you on the trip, and as you will be leaving the Library of the Fae once again, the portal's linked, and I think for the first time in a while, you'll be returning, in theory, to the material plane next week.